weekly that we're streaming. We didn't stream the last ones we tried, but this is the real deal. We got real stuff on the line here, and we've got our first two competitors up here on the stream. Bloody Knight giving Arms a shot, the Ganondorf player from Smash, and Incredible Meh is playing over here. We're going to have the perspective of Incredible Meh for the stream here. So Incredible Meh going to be using Max Brass. And Bloody Knight, I don't know who he's going to pick, but he's going to pick Master Mummy. He's going to show us what he's capable of. By the way, Bloody Knight just told me that he's never played this game before, but he's going to give it his best effort. He's going to give it his best effort. All right, did you guys already strike the stages and such? Here, I'll show you. There, so it's Sparring Ring. There's 5 stages, the starter stages and the only legal stages. So Sparring Ring, DNA Lab, Mausoleum, Buster Beach, and Scrapyard. And you strike like you do in Smash with the 1-2-1-2-1. So here's how this is going to work. It's a double elimination bracket. We have 12 entrants tonight. All the characters are legal, of course. And all arms are default. All arms are default. There's 5 legal stages, as I just mentioned. They're the starter stages and the counterpick stages. Hold on, gotta... So you've got to hit the stage. Whatever you struck to, you've got to stop that. Having some fun with land mode here. Since land mode's a little bit unfamiliar, we're getting everyone acquainted with land mode. So you've got to turn off all the stages that you're not playing on, and then go to that. So there it is. You're going to start on Sparring Ring. Simple and easy. All right, and this is game 1 between Bloody Knight and Incredible Meh. Incredible Meh. So here we go. We're getting ready to get started. Master Mummy versus Max Brass, 2 heavies. Let's talk about Master Mummy. Has armor through almost everything, and he's super strong. Obviously, he also recovers health while he's guarding. Okay, so that's going to be his strength. He's going to play a block-based game and try to get you to punch him. Max Brass, heavy, slow, but he has really good curves on his arms. And Max Brass also has a dash that can go through punches. When he dashes, you'll see him flash blue. And then he can also charge up to make himself bigger, which doesn't really affect him except makes him stronger. So, and if you attack him a lot, he'll come back down to regular size. So he's got to keep buffing up. Now, Incredible Matt already has his rush online, and he's making good work of Bloody Knight here. Bloody Knight put in effort. He never played before, so not bad. Not bad for the first try for Bloody Knight. His first try, okay. Incredible Matt going to go for the nades. Everybody's got to use their default arms. So the nade actually, yeah. So everybody's got to use their default arms. Nades actually explode on contact, but that can actually work against him. And here comes the rush. Okay, Incredible Matt looking solid right now. And when he's pumped up, Max Brass can armor moves as well. So both players kind of armoring each other's punches right now. Not a lot of grabbing going on. and not a lot of stun because of the two character matchups we have here. So right now, Incredible Matt doing a great job, taking his time with Bloody Knight. And here comes another rush. Bloody Knight did not get his off. Is this going to do it? It does. So there's game 1 to Incredible Matt. So Bloody Knight going to have to reassess his strategy a little bit. As we go into game 2, they're going to have to counterpick the stage here. No, there's no bans. There's no bans. You just pick a stage. And then he's the only thing he's got to do is he's got to select it because he's the host of the land. So, that's all. Bloody Knight learning as he goes here. He's playing the Ganondorf equivalent. Actually, Mr. Mummy's probably better than Ganondorf, honestly. So what Bloody Knight's going to want to do here, he's going to want to stay in the block. He's going to constantly be blocking because of that health. His health regenerates while he's blocking, and you want to try to bait out grabs from blocking. If you're blocking, opponent's going to try to grab you, and you want to bait that out and react with a punch. That's going to be Master Mummy's strategy here. Bloody Knight not really using the guard very much. Again, this is his first time playing. He's learning as he goes. He's not doing too bad of a job, in my opinion. And here goes Incredible Meth with the rush here, and he's got it there. Game 1 is his match 1 is his of the second game. Hey, and before we get Nick, will this headset reach over there? Do you think it will? We might be able to. I'm going to work on that as we get through this game number 2 with Bloody Knight and Incredible Meth. So Bloody Knight's still learning. He's got a rush online. He could use that. No. There comes Incredible Mez rush. Bloody Knight still has a rush online. He could use it. There it comes. All right, but a little too slow, and Incredible Mez able to guard it. All right, and now grab finally coming out. And there it is. That's going to seal it. Incredible Mez moves on to winter semis against Bloody Knight. Valiant effort for someone he's trying it for the first time today. Good effort for Bloody Knight, but we're going to keep going here in losers. Incredible Mez now in winter semis. And I am going to play next, I think. But that requires me to move this headset because I'm going to talk to you while I'm playing. That's going to be fun. So hang on 1 second and we'll be right back with you. All right. Can the people hear me? I have to sit. Yeah, I'm gonna sit. Possibly, yeah. Oh, Nick can hear me. And Incredible Mez gonna sit on the mic too. Oh, this is really close. I'm gonna try to give me a. Can you give me like 3 more inches possibly? Yeah, let's see. All right, that's about as close as I want to take it. All right, so first of all, I got to change my fighter. So yeah, so press Y and you change your fighter. So I'll be using Twintelle. I don't know who Japhid's using, but we'll find out in a minute. So we got to strike stages first. And Incredible Mech can hear us. Can you hear me, Incredible Mech?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you just fine.
All right, good. All right, so we're going to walk you through the process live while it happens so you can understand ARMS a little bit better. So I'm sitting here with Japhid. We've got the starting stages. Do you want to strike first? Okay, he wants me to strike first. So I'm gonna strike. What character are you, by the way? I'm Twintelle. You're Ribbon Girl? Okay. So I'm going to get rid of Scrapyard. So it's Buster Beach, DNA Lab, Mausoleum, and Sparring Ring. Okay, get rid of DNA Lab. So there's Mausoleum, Sparring Ring, and Buster. All right, so we're down the Sparring Ring, Mausoleum. So I'm going to go to Mausoleum. He got rid of the big stages because he doesn't want to fight Twintelle on the big stages. I got rid of the stages that I don't want Ribbon Girl to jump around on. Ribbon Girl, multiple jumps. Can jump all over the place. And Twintelle can hover. And Starstruck is her ability, and that allows her to slow down punches. Yeah, it's basically Witch Time. If she looks like Bayonetta, she's like the Bayonetta of this game, so to speak. Except I think she's way cooler. So there's that. All right, so this is game number 1, self-commentating.
On-demand Witch Time is about as strong as it might seem.
Twintelle definitely a strong player in the meta game here. So again, default ARMS. I've got Chilla on the left, and I've got Thunderbird on the right. So Thunderbird, if I connect one, I can get a stun, which can lead up for a grab follow-up or kind of anything I want. And then Chilla can freeze stun him, and then I can do things off that. So unfortunately, he fell down there, so I couldn't do anything off that ice punch. But and I also want to be very cautious about jumping. I know I'm jumping a lot, but all right, again, fell down. I have to be cautious about jumping because Ribbon Girl's Slam-O-Mat, or Slap-O-Mander, that's Slap-O-Mander, can knock me out of the air really easily. So he's almost got Rush online, so I gotta be. Once he has Rush online, I'm gonna play a lot more carefully. There it is. So. And you can tell he wants it. So, also when he, oh boy, he doesn't know what his Rush button is. All right, well, we can't actually quit out. So.
Right stick. It's right stick.
Right? How do you quit out with right stick?
No, click the right thumbstick for Rush.
Don't do it. Don't do it now because it's too late.
We're going for a match reset here?
Yeah, I don't think we can. If your controls aren't right, then we can't. So we gotta let the time run out.
SD and then reset.
I wish you actually can't leave this mode, so that's unfortunate. That's kind of a problem, but that's all right. So you won the match, right? You won. So just kill me as quickly as possible. Yeah, kill me as quickly as possible. So sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. That's something we'll have to remember. You have to remember to check your controls for slam mode. All right, so this match won't count. Unfortunate. Gotcha. Yeah. We'll go back and reset that. So, all right, my controls were fine, so I'm good. Let's see. So, no, I think you actually have to leave the lobby, and Oh, okay, you got it.
Actually, I don't think you had to leave the lobby for that. You might have just been able to switch characters in the lobby, and you could change controls from there.
I didn't know you. Oh yeah, you can change on the character menu. So should show that. Yep, there's your lobby. So rejoining. Okay. So oh wait, it's gonna pick. Did it pick the right stage? All right, it did. Okay. So we just have to reset the rules after this when we go to the next one. But you're in charge now. All right. So we'll try this again. Now these got the right controls. Unfortunately, we do have to start over because it's impossible to reset the condition of the match. So. All right, so this is pretty much the standard for me. I usually run Chilla and Thunderbird unless I have a reason not to. There's a example of Starstruck, because Slamamander got stunned by Starstruck. So when she flashes right there, right when her weapons charge. So you did a good job there anticipating my second move. And Incredible Met, feel free to chime in.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to talk about myself the whole time. I'll let you cover the action. Ooh, he got unfortunate there. He tried to combo me there, and it didn't work out, unfortunately, because I fell to the ground before his combo worked.
Twintail, I think, actually had, like, using Starstruck in the air is generally considered a pretty safe option because you can then, like, really quickly transition into just using Starstruck again on the ground. I don't know how the matchup fares against Rivendrill specifically, but
well, he should be able to punish me in the air if with Slamamander or Slapamander if I'm jumping a lot. But he's got to anticipate the jump. He can't wait for me to jump. I guess that's the downside of it. So
a lot of I find a lot of playing against Twintail is a lot of like a waiting game. You kind of have to sit back, wait for the Twintail to take action, and then figure out what to do from there. They're either going to come out of Starstruck and have to deal with end lag on the dash, or they're going to attack, in which case Starstruck is going to end and then retaliate.
Oh, that was almost a really good link. He got really close to getting a solid link there. That was a good setup, but just barely missed. All right, got around the. See, when he jumps like that, I have a really good opportunity. I mean, I can almost always punish it. There's game one. All right, so that's game one. Japhid, there's no bans, so it's your stage pick of Sparring Ring, Mausoleum, DNA Lab, Scrapyard, or Buster Beach. All right, I will stay Twintail. Yeah, you got it. We're stuck again. Unless you want to play on this stage again. No, he doesn't. There's no way to quit out. Let's say disconnect, I guess.
That might not be ideal.
Let's see how that goes.
Okay.
All right, lost connection. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to click the left stick before you do that, and then press L and R. There you go.
They need to add a way to quit out of that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but there we go. Create a LAN lobby, and then you should wait. Go back. I don't know why you have to. No, you want to play one player. Yeah, because you're the only one entering the match. Yeah, you wanted to go to. I have that part good. Sparring Ring. You wanted to go Sparring Ring. So there it is. Yeah. Yep, I got the right stage. Okay. All right, so Sparring Ring is the smallest stage, or is it smaller than Buster, or is it smaller than Spring Arena?
No, actually, Sparring Ring is generally speaking like really standard. It essentially has no gimmicks. Buster Beach is, I don't know if it's like actually smaller in terms of volume, but it's tighter. Like there's less space to move around in.
Yeah.
Sparring Ring has like generally the same size as Spring Stadium, but without the springs. So really kind of just like, you know, the final destination of the game.
Gotcha. All right, I tried to catch a dash out, but that didn't work out. All right, just barely got that Thunderbird out in time before the grab got. I don't know how that connected. He must have let it drop the guard there because the first hit his guard, so. Okay, I gave that one up. That's fine. Because he caught me blocking because he had rush online, so he was able to punish that. But I'm willing to take the chances there because when he has rush online like that, I can. If I keep guarding, like if he grabs me, I'm not getting hit by rush. So, so that'll work. All right, I usually go for stupid plays at the beginning like that. Like I just called him moving and not blocking, because that option actually really covered anything. Oh, hit him out of his rush. That's unfortunate.
I guess so. I don't know. I noticed that they needed people to talk, so.
Yeah, I'm self-commentating Cold Weather. Right now, that's not going too badly. All right, we both caught in the shield standstill there. All right, that was misinput, but that's all right. I accidentally hit R in the controller there. Also, I'm a filthy casual scum. I use A and B to punch. I don't use L and R. Apparently, everyone uses L and R to punch. Oh.
You don't you don't really have to, but like it would be ideal, you know. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, yeah, of course.
There's match point to JFid here. Match 3 of second game. I know what I'm gonna do here. We're gonna go double ice punch.
I mean, we don't. Incredible Matt. Incredible Matt. Like, I mean, yeah. We don't. Yeah. I'm like ranked 18. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I go around on like, the Discord and I fight people and stuff. Get my butt handed to me by people who are way better than me all the time. So
well, Incredible Matt, you're here. You're commentating right now. You're the man. All right. So we're gonna find out how good you are because you play the winner of this match. So.
Oh no. Oh dear.
There it is. JFid, GG's. And we're going to put on the first of our winter semis matches, which is going to be Cold Weather. Did you report your match? Okay. So Cold Weather, you're going to be playing on stream against Sage 13. And I'm going to get the other matches started, and I'll be right back with you guys. So until then, Incredible Matt has the helm. He has arms knowledge about this game. I hand this to Nick here. Keep things going.
Cool. Huh. Alright. Okay, what have we got here? Oh. Oh, this is the most interesting part of watching this, is seeing what buttons people bind. Okay, Twintelle and Min. Not realization of something going on. That. Hello.
All right, I'm back. Oh, I think I'm muted. Nick, am
I can hear
muted? You can hear me? All right,
Yeah, I
then
can
we're
hear
good. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
So Cold Weather versus Stage 13. How's it going so far? Incredible, man. How's this match going?
It's a little difficult to say. I'm definitely not used to seeing a Twintelle player use Starstruck so often.
Yeah, Sage might not be as experienced as us, but he's definitely doing good so far. He's in semis of the tournament here.
Yeah, it's all good. Like, at the end of the day, I think we're all here to learn. And
well, you got to start somewhere, and honestly, this is a great place to start. This tournament is absolutely free to enter, free prizes for everyone. So who places well, of course. So it's definitely a good opportunity if you're coming out to learn. You can just enter a tournament. It's not nearly as the same serious level of Smash. So. Right now, it looks like Cold Weather has things under control as the rush comes out. There it is.
Yeah, looks like pretty solidly dominant in this match at the moment.
And right now, okay, so Colt, when you're in this situation where you've pretty much got the win locked, but they're not dead yet, what I like to do is I like to stay away from them and just empty punch so that I can start building up rush for the next match. Because the rush carries over in the matches, as you well know. So you see there, Sage 13 carried his rush over into the next match. That's smart. Save your rush. You know we're going to win that match, so go ahead and save your rush for the next match and try to get the lead early. That's what I would do as Twintelle. What do you think, Incredible Matt?
Yeah, generally good strategy. Knowing when to use your rush and knowing not to use it when the match is about to end is a pretty good skill to learn.
And one of the things that he could be doing a little bit better, he's been blocking a lot of attacks, but he's not doing the advancing guard. In this game, there's an advancing guard. It's much akin to a standard fighting game where if you block a move, if you time a dash at the right time when you block it, you can actually move out of the block and have a chance to punish your opponent more quickly.
Well, that was good. He clashed with the dragon, which gave him an opportunity to try and move in. Unfortunately, it resulted in a rush that interrupted any attempted aggression. So,
no rush yet, and it's looking like it might be a perfect for Cold Weather, and it is there. Game one, going to Cold Weather. Did it get marked as a perfect?
It doesn't look like it's a perfect. They might have taken chip damage, or no, that's a perfect.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't perfect. It just the game didn't say it. So, all right. So game number 2. Sage is gonna pick the correct stage for us here. DNA Lab, interesting stage to start on, but I guess it's good for Min Min.
Yeah.
I guess Cold Weather is okay with it because Min Min's boomerang.
Yeah, generally pretty good defensive stage. If you prefer to keep away from your opponent and not be too aggressive, it's a good option. The pillars, the test tubes that block shots can be broken after like 3 hits, and if you grab someone and throw them through the test tube, it breaks instantly. So as the matches go on, DNA Lab slowly becomes less and less defensive.
Yep, indeed, and this is one of the reasons it's supported as a legal stage, because you can eliminate. Okay, all right, I guess we're good. Okay, it looks like there's some confusion there, but we're good. So game number 2 starting on DNA Lab again. The best way to get rid of those pillars, I'd say, is to get some grabs, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely. If you can get consistent grabs and throw your enemy through the pillars, like you could get maybe even like 2 pillars at a time like that.
Yep, definitely, with Twintel's grab for sure. Min Min's might be a little tougher, but all right, first grab, there goes a pillar right there. So
I would say, like as people get more and more used to grabs, like obviously it gets more and more difficult, and you have to rely heavily on counters in order to use that kind of strategy. So you might be more like overly focused on, like you might have to abandon that mentality and just go straight for like adapting to the stage's layout.
And so far, it's been all Cold Weather here. Sage is doing a good job. He's handling the lead well, but he hasn't really put any offense on. Cold Weather just sitting with his rush, biding his time here. And with
there's an insta counter. That's good.
Yep, there it is. So there's the advancing guard, just like we mentioned before. Now both players with the rush online. Who's going to be the one to strike first, Incredible Meth? Who's going to strike first with the rush here? That's going to be pivotal with only 18 seconds left.
That's actually a good question.
Here comes Cold Weather, gets the rush. He's going to take a few seconds off the clock. Sage is going to have to get in there.
I would say that advancing guard technique, and you can actually like use it backwards
is this going to do it though? It's not going to be enough. He couldn't get the grab off in time. Cold Weather's going to steal that in match 1. Unfortunate.
There we go. But I would say
Cold Weather's up 1-0.
Yeah. I would say that advancing guard technique is a very important skill to learn, especially when it comes to dealing with rushes, because you can use it backwards and you can use it forwards, and it's very important for countering a blocked rush or trying to evade one that you can't avoid.
Right, and it is important, but it's not hard to do, right? It's very easy. This game's not overly complicated. It doesn't have a ton of super difficult tech. You just have to learn the advancing guard. There it is. There's another one.
When it comes to the tech that you can perform in this, like most of the time, the inputs are generally pretty easy. A lot of the skill in this is mostly about properly aiming your arms and making good decisions and reacting to things in time. There's a grab. That's going to finish him.
Do it. So that is it. Cold Weather moves on to winners finals. And now we're going to see the 2 people who've been talking to you. You're going to see Incredible Mev versus me, Tantalus.
All right.
We're going to see how it goes. I'm not going to self-commentate this time because I think Incredible Men knows a little bit more than my last opponent about the game. So I think I should. And it was really hard to see the TV. I had to sit about 3 inches away from the TV. So I'm going to ask Cold Weather if he can join us here. Hey, Cold Weather. Can we talk to the people? The Cold Weather's going to talk to the people. And we're going to move on when they're semis. So I'll see you in just a second.
All right. I guess here we go.
Hey, what's going on streams? Cold Weather. About to have winners finals on stream. I'm not actually sure who's on the other side of the bracket. I know Tant should probably still be in winners. I'm not sure who he's, or other side of winners semis. I don't know who his opponent is.
Oh.
If I remember correctly, this guy told me his tag was the Incredible Meh. He, interesting. I'm really interested to see how good he is. Says he's about to rank 18. He actually came out here just for ARMS. I was so happy to see him. Happy to see somebody make the trek, because we didn't even get that many Smash 4 entrants today. So somebody coming out here just for ARMS means that he's very passionate. All right, looks like we're starting Mazo. I know Tant is a Twintelle, and I'm not sure who this Incredible Man guy uses. Hopefully he was able to change his. Oh, he's a Max Brass. Okay. So this stage is, for the most part, very flat. The only difference, I would say, with this stage is that after a bunch of fighting, or after the stage takes some damage, the spring does appear, and that does help out a lot for aerial mix-ups and landing mix-ups. Max Brass is very tanky. He can take a lot of hits once he gets bumped up. Ooh, good grab. If I could predict anything, I would say that Tant's ice is left. The ice is going to be doing a lot of work. So because he can take punches, it's going to behoove Tant to freeze him a lot more often. Max Brass does a lot of damage once he does get those hits in with these explosive punches. Like that. It seemed like Tant had the lead, but after just a few punches from Max Brass, he dropped that game. So I think it's gonna stick with the same combination, but I would be a little bit less aggressive when approaching Max Brass, especially from the end. There goes the stage. The spring is now active. Oh, nice grab. Tant getting a little bit unpredictable with his aerial ability. It's a pretty common bad habit of Twintelle's. She has that close mechanic. Oh, nice grab. Coming with the landing, catching up the shield for a little bit too long. Tant rush on deck. Definitely tip things in his favor since it's incredible. He's a little bit far from the rush. Gonna have to make that work right now. Another, so even though offensively, ooh, nice guard. Oh, he was still in range. See, this Mausoleum is a very small stage with very close quarters. So trying to back away and be out of range from the rushes is almost never gonna work in your favor. You're gonna get cornered and you're gonna get hit, especially if you try to do it in the air. When on a stage like DNA Lab, he could have maybe retreated backwards and been too far away for the rushes to reach. Or Scrapyard. So smart counter pick coming from Tant. He's actually going to opt to go to Scrapyard. It's a lot bigger of a stage, and it's going to leave more space for him to dance around Max Brass's powerful attacks. Now I was about to explain that one weakness behind the explosive arms, or any explosive arms, like the one that's on Incredible's left, is that if you counter hit them before they get too far away from where they're thrown, they explode right then and there. Oh. It's good chain coming in from Tant. Double 3 to the grab. That's going to get him about almost 300 damage. 300 just for free. Still untouched. Up there it goes. Seemed like he was in time to shield, but just wasn't fast enough. That lead was dropped right away. Ooh, he caught him dropping the shield. Is that gonna be it? Oh, almost. Oh, that's it. Good job. Because of it seemed Tant was able to use like the bigger stage, and he was able to pick his approaches more cautiously, since there is a safe space for him to be in out of range. When on Mausoleum, he's pretty much always in range, so it seems like it forces him to have to like constantly approach, and he got punished for it. High ground is also very pivotal in this on this stage, and learning how to get your opponent off the high ground. Good rush. Ooh, that's ooh, convincing round taken by Incredible. But Tant able to save his rush for the next round, and he's gonna opt for double Chilla. I actually agree with this choice. And advancing guards are really dangerous against explosive arms because they simply explode behind you. Ooh, good counter rush coming in from Incredible. That was very well done. It wasn't even a grab, it was like double punch. That was good. Now it's a grab. Wasn't able to climb out of the hole. Incredible Mega to take step 2-0.
You're the best!
Are we playing now or? Yeah. All right.
Okay. Not my proudest match, but hey, it worked. Alright. So that will mean all that's left is to decide who gets the win losers finals. And we're all set. Games are good. I guess I can talk about the matches that I played in. A little bit awkward. Mostly just because I'm making dumb mistakes and stuff. I always find it weird, dragons, like, I always find it weird trying to like break past them when they're used defensively. It's probably just like my own inhibitions or whatever, but hey. They're solid defensive tools. I have seen many people use dragons in a way that is frankly terrifying. I feel like DNA Lab might not have actually been the best choice for a counter pick there, actually, thinking about it. I feel like Max Brass, at least like in defaults, has a lot of advantages on DNA Lab. The pillars, if anything, like provide a certain level of safety if he's losing the match, which allows him to buff up. And like nades are generally really good for just hitting around the pillars. Plus, like, Max Brass is really good. Like, he has inherent advantage on getting grabs with Shockwave, so it's a lot easier for him to get grabs than most other characters. So if you want those pillars gone, then you are probably the most capable of getting rid of them, I think. I think if I was playing Min Min in that scenario, I would probably have kept the dragon on. I'm not a Min Min player, so whatever I like, I can't say what's optimal, but like, I know in my experience in particular, dragon and Megawatt kind of screw me over when I'm playing Max Brass. Because Megawatt, like, you know, naturally, like, you can just punch straight through everybody's hits, and electricity is an anti-armor element, so if you get hit with that, you're kind of done. Alright, what have we got going on? Alright. Alright, another Ribbon Girl Twintelle matchup. one pillar gone. Some solid defensive play going on, I guess. It just it looks like Ribbon Girl can't quite break through Twintell's defense here. Oh, nice. Rush into shield break. There we go with the counter rush. So health difference is negated. A lot of grabs going on, but I guess it worked out. All right, double Chilla. Chilla seems like it would be generally like pretty strong if you can hit Ribbon Girl with it. Considering like Ribbon Girl's main attribute is that she has good aerial movement, and of course like Ice Element totally shuts down any movement at all. Oh. A lot of missed grabs happening. There we go. Oh, they might pull out a win. Oh, nice. That is 1 pixel away. 1 hit is death. Almost. There we go. Got too frantic with the punches and it left them vulnerable. Can't get too aggro. Your movement options are going to totally disappear if that happens. There we go. Nice rush. Oh, grab interrupt. Oh, there we go. Not bad. It's a solid rush counter. Both of these characters have some pretty decent aerial movement, which I imagine makes things very tricky for both of them to hit one another. Once again with the Chilla and the Thunderbird. Seeing a lot of arms go out. Oh, there we go. Twintell's Showstopper feels pretty safe, but every once in a while, like if you're close enough and you put it out at the wrong time, you can wind up in a situation where things are a bit unavoidable. Oh, there we go. But that Ribbon Girl's very low on health, though. Oh, one more. Seems like every strike they're using both of their arms, which I would say is not necessarily advised. It's always good to save at least one arm, because having an arm out means that your movement is limited. And having both of your arms out means that your movement is gone. And on a movement-centric character like Ribbon Girl, oh wow, this could be a tie. Oh, there we go. Ah. Oh. Oh, there we go. Nice. Oh. Didn't quite get the grab. Nice. Okay. Oh. Oh, that was very unfortunate. If they hadn't canceled that grab out with a rush, I think they definitely would have landed it. This is a bit close. There we go. Solid insta counter. Oh, that is going to win it. Nice. Now, can they bring it back? Solid is the counter. Unfortunately, canceling out a rush with the grab gives your opponent plenty of time to react to the rush coming out because it causes a delay on your attacks. It's a really good option if you throw out a grab and you don't want to get punished for it, but unfortunately, it does mean that you give your opponent a certain degree of safety. There we go. Twintel's using that upper platform to take advantage of a lot of height. Ooh. There we go. That settles that. Okay. This ought to prove to be an interesting match. All right, Scrapyard once again. ought to be a interesting match select. This ought to be an interesting map selection for this matchup. I find Scrapyard gives Min Min a lot of space to hang back and regain her Dragon Arm when necessary. But at the same time, Twintelle is capable of using that upper platform when she has it to gain a lot of ground. I think the Dragon Arm was probably a smart choice. As far as I know, I believe that Dragon Arm can't be slowed down by Showstopper, so that is going to be tricky for the Twintelle to deal with. Oh, didn't respect the rush. I would never recommend trying to go for a grab while your opponent has rush. Not unless like it's guaranteed. There we go. Double Ram-Rams. I don't know how that's going to work out. I would say there's significantly less pressure on the Twintelle now since Ram-Rams are in general a bit slow. Oh, there we go. Grab ones out of close range flash. Close range encounters are generally pretty tricky. Once you're that close, reacting to your opponent's arms and recovering your own becomes a lot faster, and the game kind of turns into rock, paper, scissors by that point. To a certain degree, I think a lot of matches is trying to keep opponents away from you just as much as you're trying to stay away from them or their... well, I guess it really depends on playstyle. But sometimes people want to get closer to you, sometimes they want to get further away. When they get close to you like that, it becomes all about mix-ups, and some playstyles don't like that. I know I don't like that. All right, one more. Sparring ring, I think, is a good choice. Min Min has some really good movement speed, even with one of her arms out, and Twintelle doesn't have a lot to take advantage of here. I would say Min Min is generally better than Twintelle on sparring ring because Sparring ring allows for a lot of, I don't know, I guess it's like difficult for me to quantify, but oh, then again, what do I know? Solid grab. Oh! Oh, both combatants missed their rushes. There we go. Oh, oh. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. Oh, almost. One more grab might have actually been able to win that. Ah. Oh. Very fast rush grab counter. Oh. Both players landing the rushes. Oh, there we go. Something important to keep in note of is your grab speed is affected by the arms that you use. Rams are generally slower than most arms, I believe, so their grab is going to be slightly slower, which I believe is why Twintel's grab was able to reach before they were able to recover. There we go. That settles that.
2 to tango.
Alright. I guess that was losers finals? Alright, so I'm up then.
Go get him.
Okay.
All right. Looks like they're starting, going straight for Mausoleum. Grand Finals. All right. we saw this matchup in Winter Standard. Let's see if Tant can adapt, or let's see if Incredible has to cover. Ooh, whopping 130 from that dodge punch. Reading the grab, jumping over with his own. Seems like Tant really wants to, for the most part, stay really close up. Oh, he jumps instead of shielding. But yeah, he was definitely open to picking a defensive option in that situation. A better defensive option. Alright, Tant boxing. Good read on the grab. Chrome pretty content with just keeping his back to the wall and swatting Tant away. He's gonna eat this 280 rush. Oh, he almost had that grab move, but that's the real wrap. Tant again, similar to last time, decides to back away instead of hold shield. Maybe that will help Tant mix up his aerial approaches, but it doesn't seem like Incredible even has any intention of approaching center stage. But that's working out for him. Oh, clean grab, that's gonna be it. Alright. Tant's counter pick is going to be the sparring ring. A little bit more, I think a little bit more space than Mausoleum, but oh, we're going to see a character switch. I actually definitely agree with this. Springman, very good character. And I feel like he would have the better tools to get up to approach and get up close against a Max Brass. Tant seemed to be approaching from the air a lot with Twintelle, but this would definitely force him a more ground approach, especially with the invincible ground dodges. Good wake-up attack from Tant, but he's been catching the beating this whole round already. So, and Max Brass just does so much damage, you can't afford to just be letting him smack you up like that. But Tant has rush on deck. It's definitely possible for him to turn this around, especially with Springman's rage effect. Him in low health, actually giving him automatically charged punches, meaning more damage, but he's going to eat those last two punches and round goes to Incredible. This is tournament round for Tant. See if he can at least get one on the board. Ooh, this round's looking like a wash. Tant gonna attempt. Oh, that's it. Ooh, very quick grand finals. But good stuff to both. First and second place. And thank you, Tant, for running a great event. And good stuff to Incredible for taking first ARMS tournament. All right, next game, right? I'll be on stream.
Where's the HDMI input? What's good about this character? Honestly, I think next time Scott should put the switches on here. No, two.
Survival! Donkey Kong!
easy.
Bayonetta! Survival!
Listen, baby.
Alright, can you hear me? Alright, cool. Alright, what's up, guys? This is Apostle, aka Xanadu Dictator, with a quick announcement of a few things. So, first off, I want to talk about Smash 4. Let me scoot over. Hey, what's up, guys? Alright, so if you all haven't heard, the Smash 4 Bootcamp opt-ins have started. They close on the 9th at 2 p.m. PST. So if you are eligible for that and you didn't know about it, now you know. So I just want to announce that. And that also means if you want to get people in, you have to nominate the people you want to make it into the Smash 4 Bootcamp for the voting phase. No, sorry, Poyo, I will not plug you. All right, Catherine tournament this weekend. I just want to talk about that for a little bit. The two top players for EVO come from this region. They come play on Thursday sometimes, and they're hosting a Catherine tournament this weekend that we're going to be streaming. So you should tune into that if you like Catherine at all. And then I just want to talk about our Patreon real quick. We're very close to our goal of flying out a player every month. So I just want to talk about people signing up for that. If you want to sign up to become it's basically a membership for Xanadu. It gives you a discount every time you come here. If you don't come to Xanadu, we are now doing 2 online tournaments a month, one for Melee and one for Wii U, starting the 19th for Melee and the 26th for Wii U. So if you want to support us getting players out here to fly out here for more entertainment, more hype, then you could also get joining our online tournaments. And our prizes for that will be HyperX headsets for this month. And you want to make sure you connect your Patreon membership with the Discord so you can be a part of those tournaments. And the last announcement I want to make is the 25th, we're having a Smash 4 monthly. We're going to have item side event, singles, and triples. So tune into that and or come to enjoy and partake in that. And that's it. That's all I got for my announcements.
Survival. Tsushima. Club. Three, two, one, go! Fox. Three, two,
base.
Fox. Survival. Survival. Luigi. Three, two, one, go!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Vash and ZD on board right now. Currently, the score is 1-1, as I'm sure you can tell. We've got Luigi versus Ryu. This matchup, a battle of the Shoryukens, surely to go down in the ages as one of the most explosive in the game. We've got ZD looking to set up an edge guard on Vash, who's able to sneak his way back to the ledge there. Luigi, of course, maintaining stage control right now. Vash sitting at ledge, holding shield, being very defensive, sort of turtling, waiting for his opening to present itself. I mean, this is a very good strategy for Ryu, because Ryu doesn't really need to, I mean, just like that, Luigi's a kill percent. Ryu doesn't really need to push the issue, because eventually he will, with his very damaging hitboxes, get his opponent to a percent where he can do something about their stock. And Vash knows this. Looky there. There's really no pressure on him to go in super hard, because at any percent he can come back. I think that was, so I'm not sure, but I think what happened there is below the screen, and Vash is actually going to take that set, below the screen, Vash footstooled ZD, probably, because I mean, you didn't hear the meteor sound effect. And that enabled him to not only recover, but also take the last stock from ZD. That was maybe some hubris coming through, just with going for that super low percent edge guard, as Luigi typically is able to get away with those things. But Vash, I mean, must have DI'd it just right and had the presence of mind to go ahead and go in there, take the stock. So a really good showing. That was it may look cheesy on the surface, but actually pulling that off did take a fair amount of skill. So good stuff from him.
Survival.
So it looks like we got Seagull Joe and Pink Fresh on deck. No strangers to playing at Xanadu. These two are regulars to this tournament series. This means we'll likely see, well, I don't know, Pink Fresh has been going a lot of different characters, but from Seagull, probably Sonic or Diddy, one of those. Those are his two favored characters. But no, it looks like Pink Fresh will be going the character that really put him on the map there, Bayonetta. And to deal with that, we've got Diddy Kong coming through from Seagull Joe. Not a bad pick. Diddy Kong does just fine against Bayonetta, at least as far as the current meta is concerned. Got that vibrant yellow Diddy Kong. They're banana colored, so it's fitting for what I presume will be Seagull's strategy of pulling banana over and over again and then throwing it at Pink Fresh. See right there, Sakurai's got his back, showing him, giving him that hint to pull out the banana peel. And see, just like that, we've got first interaction of the game. Seagull tries to pull out a banana, and Bayonetta just swats it away with bullets. I'm not sure if you can swat something with bullets, but these guys are teaching me new verbs all the time. Some footsies going on. Bayonetta, of course, finding an opening in Seagull's defenses and able to, I mean, wow, that, in retrospect, that was an awfully strange time to say we had some footsies going on. My reflexes were slow. Commentator's reflexes. Anyhow, I'm sort of dying out here because I have no one to commentate with, but I'm trying to hold it down. I mean, Bayonetta has taken quite a bit of percent right here. Seagull's neutral with Diddy Kong is very difficult to penetrate, and I think Pink Fresh is just waiting to find an opening. A near miss on the afterburner kick in the air is going to allow Seagull to punish one of Bayonetta's overextensions. That's something interesting we see in set play as counterplay to this character sort of evolves. We see more of a focus on trying to pop out of her combos in such a way that where they're immediately punishable. We saw Seagull do that just there. And, well, not just there, that was just an up smash, but, yeah. Punishing the Witch Time from miles away with a monkey flip. Not sure what Pink Fresh was trying to get going there, since Diddy Kong wasn't necessarily threatening an approach. Perhaps he was trying to hard call out a banana toss, trying to Witch Time, which would have enabled him to go in on Diddy Kong. But, wow. Diddy Kong nearly lapping Bayo in percent. Looking sort of grim for our heroic witch character. And now probably what you'll see Seagull do. Fish for kill confirms. Bayonetta's pretty light, so they'll pretty much all work at this percent. We've got down tilt to up smash perhaps. Banana to up smash is a good one. Raw up smash is a more wild one, but yeah, down tilt to up smash it is. Diddy Kong is one of those characters who, you know, you might be able to predict what he's going to go for. But that doesn't mean you can do anything about it. That's what makes him, I think, for a lot of people, pretty frustrating to fight. Let's see if Pink Fresh can have a quick adaptation between games to deal with Seagull's neutral with Diddy Kong.
3, 2, 1, go!
The banana pull, once again, we see the same interaction at the start of the game. Banana's pulled out and then immediately nullified by Bullet Climax. There we have Seagull using back air to punish heel slide kick that he popped out of. Another example of sort of positioning yourself during a Bayonetta combo so that you can punish it when she whiffs something. Banana to down tilt to down smash. Not only did that get Seagull all of the stage control he could ever want in the world, it also got a pretty hefty sum of percent. With the right kill confirm, this is a scary situation for Bayonetta because she is at risk of losing her stock. Wow. Just Seagull calling every approach out. Like he's able to play this really because, I mean, we can see sort of Pink Fresh struggling to find a way in. So we see Seagull just capitalizing on that, and playing just out of range, punishing any attempts at approaching, converting into some pretty big plays here. Looking for kill confirms out of approaches being stuffed out. That combo off stages. Bayonetta is going to miss the last hit again, allowing Diddy Kong to sort of try to punish it with monkey flip. Doesn't really get too much off of it, but you know, it is a valiant effort. Down throw into back air into another back air. That is Witch Time. Will put Bayonetta underneath the stage. Seagull has no need to press the advantage further. He's got a sizable lead here, and it keeps increasing. Even with using bats within to escape, you know, taking the full knockback of these combos, it's still damage, and it's still causing Seagull's lead on Bayonetta to mount. First hit of forward tilt into a grab. That's, you know, going to net Seagull some good percent, but it will not be enough to kill. Sorry, not Seagull, it's going to net Pink Fresh some percent. Down tilt, no follow-up, that's fair enough. You don't want to ever burn your kill confirm too early, because staling will make it so that it's less effective. With this much rage, Diddy Kong is a very potent force at a number of percents, and so he's surely trying to save his best kill moves for the right opportunity. Seagull Joe air dodging twice through Bayonetta's attempted, not really a frame trap, but pseudo frame trap. The first up air baiting out an air dodge, and then attempted to hit him with the second one. But Seagull sniffed it out, had good presence of mind there, and air dodged twice to get out of that situation. But that's sort of, you know, that's part of the Yomi of the game, because Pink Fresh, could have actually hit. Seagull there predicted that he would. Ooh, is that going to do it? Predicted that he would air dodge and then strike him for doing so by delaying his next step in there. It goes to show the depth of player interactions that can happen in this game. Retreating to ledge, that's a very powerful option as Bayonetta because if you grab ledge, you don't incur the landing lag that normally you do if you land after having expended a number of specials. And Seagull is fishing right now, but it looks like Pink Fresh has sort of figured out a way to deal with it. Ooh, that was just a minor overextension, and that is going to net Seagull that set. Pink Fresh was making some good adaptations toward the end there. He was playing around Diddy Kong's kill confirms pretty well. And so as a result, he was able to stay alive for a very long period of time. It just may have been a bit too little too late. He may have been playing a bit too aggressively earlier, and as a result, he lost some stocks that maybe could have been avoided. But, you know, that's sometimes it happens. You know, you can't feel too bad about it, especially against a player who's as good as Seagull Joe, as I'm sure Seagull Joe has proven.
Survival. Ryu Lucina.
Got another game coming up. This is going to be Dexter and Vash. Vash having recently triumphed over ZD in a recent round. We'll be playing Dexter, the Master of Fire Emblem, over here. I'm not actually sure if he's a Master of Fire Emblem, but he does play a lot of Fire Emblem characters, and we're seeing one of them come out right now, Lucina. Now, Lucina against Ryu, depending on the playstyle, can have some difficulties. Ryu has Focus Attack, which he can use to beat out a lot of Lucina's more singular aerials. A lot of Lucina's moves are single hit, the ones that, the really strong ones especially. So Vash is probably, I mean, Ryu, well, something that Ryu can do is Focus Attack through those strong singular hits, and in that way gain the advantage on Lucina, or Marth also has this move. Dancing Blade, of course, being an option to be Focus, and Neutral Air being another. We saw Neutral Air come out there. But Vash with a reasonable lead. He's taken center stage, sort of backing off, no reason to approach. And right there, we see Focus Attack come out to beat out Lucina's forward air and make sure Vash could land safely again. That's an interaction that we'll probably see a lot over the course of this set. You see another Focus Attack there for, as a way to mix up Vash's landing. And just like that, an up tilt confirm into Shoryuken will take the first stock for Vash. The red fireball, Vash is making pretty good use out of it. Because it's a multi-hit, you can sort of use it to prevent people from trying to approach. It traps them in shield, and it's sort of uncomfortable to deal with. Perfect shielding the shield breaker there. Always nice to retain the shield damage, although I don't think at that shield size it would have actually broken a shield with that much charge. Dexter looks like his primary objective right now is to disadvantage Ryu in some way. Get him into a situation where maybe he doesn't want to extend the Focus Attack to get through one of his aerials. That was a little bit of an overextension from Vash. I don't think the Shoryuken would have killed, I mean, Rage Ryu. Anything can happen, but looked like he was just going for more damage, and that's a very punishable move. Dexter was able to avoid the follow-up and punish him for it, taking the first stock. And now we see Dexter has evened up this percent rapidly with a quick, fair combo across the stage. We can see Lucina's very powerful presence on this stage with no platforms to get in the way. She's able to carry Ryu across the entire thing. I guess you can do platforms as well, but one way or another, was able to even up the percents. Not for long, it seems, because Ryu does so much damage, he's able to just snatch a lead right back, no matter how much percent has been dealt to him. And now Vash playing very defensively, power shielding a lot of Dexter's attempts at converting into an advantage state. That was kind of clean. I like that. The jab one to dash attack got him stage control, and you know, put Vash in sort of an awkward situation. It wasn't huge, but it was nice. They're trying to maybe bait an air dodge with Joy is drifting out, trying to find some way to take this stock. A lot of Lucina's edge guarding potential is, well, for one thing, you don't really want to mess with Ryu. I mean, I guess you can, but since you know, I actually don't know how good it is to mess with Ryu off stage. Down tilt to up to Shoryuken will take the second stock from Dexter, and will bring us to game 2. First point going to Vash. So, I think there was some I mean, that was competitive. There was never a point where either player was really out of that. So, you know, we'll see if maybe Dexter can adapt a bit more in this game to deal with Vash misspacing that forward air. Will get punished for it. But the different stage with the more narrow sides will make it easier for Lucina, who does like to kill horizontally, to take Ryu stocks. Since Ryu prefers to kill more vertically, it doesn't super advantage him, although forward smash is still a very powerful option for Ryu if he gets a read. Using the upward variant on Dancing Blade to sort of pop Ryu up into the air, Dexter appears to be like more comfortable if Ryu is above him. Generally an advantageous position to be in for any character, especially if you have a sword. You're able to juggle pretty effectively there. Although, with the benefit of focus attack, Ryu doesn't struggle with getting down as much as many characters in the casting. That was actually very cleanly timed. The invincibility on Vash's ledge grab had only just run out. Actually, I believe he started that forward smash just before it ran out. And because of that move comes out so quickly, it's really hard to react to. Vash would have had to read that Dexter was going to try to snipe him in order to avoid that. Very strong option coming in. I like that. Dexter maybe sniffed out that Vash was getting kind of spot dodge happy, and he noticed that if he maybe did a feint by running past him, he dropped shield. We've got a juggle situation there. You'll see Dexter baiting out air dodges and then punishing those accordingly to deal, you know, a sizable amount of percent. Ryu's at 81 on his last stock. Dexter's sitting pretty at 109, and that reverse edge guard was quite nice. Very satisfying spike sound effect coming in. So joining me on the mic is going to be RK, our own Kirby master. Not including Poyo, I suppose.
How's it going, Yum?
It's going okay. This is game 3 of Vash versus Dexter. And we've already seen some pretty explosive stuff happen. That last game, of course, being one such example of a stock that just was snuffed out too fast, you know? Ryu has some advantages in this matchup that we've gone over. He's able to focus attack through a lot of Lucina's aerials since they're strong single hits. And this enables him to land against her pretty easily. As we see there, the first hit of jab was attacked, and that allowed Ryu to regain stage control. Of course, Dexter's not really too concerned about stage control because he does have a percent lead right now.
Yeah, but against Ryu, percent leads can evaporate like they're nothing.
You've got that right. I mean, we've seen that happen time and again. I mean, Ryu has the benefit of being able to really sit back because he does do so much damage that he's not incredibly pressured to go in as hard as maybe like more of a glass cannon type like Fox, for instance.
Right, and on top of that, Ryu's actually... Oh, that definitely was not intentional. But I was going to say that Ryu's do intentionally take damage, much like Lucario's do, so long as they don't die, because with raids, they can be terrifying.
That's absolutely true. And because Ryu is so heavy, he's able to acquire a lot of rage before he's actually in danger of dying.
Yep.
And as said, he can also use focus attack to his benefit in that sense too, because he still takes damage by focusing through something, but he doesn't take the knockback. So, you know, he can eat a kill move with focus attack and not think twice about it.
No.
That was clean. Dexter did some really good shield damage there. I'm not sure if that's going to kill. Yeah, not quite.
Yeah.
But he spaced aerial safely, damaging Vash's shield, and then just pulled the trigger on the shield breaker and was able to take that stock from him. Or not the stock, get the shield break, rather.
Yeah, I believe he could have taken the stock if he pushed him a little bit further, but I think he messed up.
I think
just
he got a little nervous.
Oh, and speaking of messing up and getting nervous, Vash drops that stock to an SD. Very
Narrowly.
disappointing, especially considering the explosive play in the first games.
Yeah, I mean, the first game was very competitive. The second game, I think Vash made a mistake when going for an edge guard that Dexter was able to capitalize on.
Right.
That made it a 2-stock. That game, I think maybe there were some nerves things going on that you know, sometimes like you're in the heat of the moment and like you don't see spacing quite the way you should just because you're panicked, you're a little bit flustered.
Yep.
I think that may have been part of what was going on.
And was that winners?
I'm not sure. I think that was winners.
All right.
Yeah, because yeah, that was winners semis.
All right, perfect. So either case, then we may see Vash again later. He's not out. But right now, ooh, is this ZD versus Bill we have here?
It looks like it, and this is going to be losers, I believe.
Yeah, Bill from Georgia, I believe.
Really? He's come a long way.
Indeed. He, I think he's relocated out here.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he's a very good Cloud player.
Certainly.
People are already talking about his play from his very first tournament here.
Oh. I had to fight Bill today. I took a game, but he's a very smart player. He understands Cloud's kit very well. You'll see, you may see it here. He's a big fan of Cloud's active frames on a number of his moves, up air, down air, forward smash. They're very active, and he knows exactly how to use those. And he's also, he's pretty smart with limit. So,
yep.
But ZD, one of the smartest players up here. So we'll see how much Bill's smarts will enable him to, stay in this competition.
Indeed. And let's, of course, not forget that ZD and a lot of the other people in this region do have experience against Zephyr, who is a high-level Cloud in his own right.
That's absolutely true. But, of course, Bill is keeping this competitive. Well, I say that, and then we have Fox combos going on. But a Cloud with limit against a Fox at 31%, that Fox is losing.
Right. Ooh, not the greatest of side Bs, but seeing as Bill was in the air, it wasn't completely terrible.
Well, perhaps because it wasn't the greatest, it became the greatest because it looked like Bill didn't expect it.
Yep.
And so as a result, ZD was able to snatch stage control back from Bill in a way that he couldn't quite punish just because he wasn't ready to pull the trigger on a punish. A little bit antsy there with the cross slash. ZD's going to punish that, but with a combination of good DI and Cloud's good weight, Bill is able to survive.
Yeah, I think it was actually pretty smart coming from Bill all the same because I guess he saw ZD's air dodge and spot dodge, and he was like, okay, I can punish this, but mistimed it just a bit. All right, but
that back air is going to seal the first stock. How about that? I mean, Cloud's one of those characters. You feel like you're in the lead, and then suddenly you aren't. But of course, he compensates for this by dying at 0.
Right. But right now, with limit on deck, all he can probably do is waste limit. No, actually, fair footstool might. Yeah.
Well, don't look now. We've got a finishing touch on deck. That would kill. At the right spacing, cross slash would kill. Off stage. And speaking of cross slash, lets that go on shield. ZD's shield was perfectly healthy there, so he wasn't really at risk of having it broken. Fox Illusion is deceptive, just like Fox himself, because it looks like it should be punishable, but it seems like Fox is always able to hide back in shield before you're able to let something rip.
Right.
But
Bill far in the lead right now.
Incredibly. Bill's playing this very patiently right now. He wants to hold on to his first stock, so he's not at risk of losing the game to something explosive that Fox can do, like a fair footstool, for instance. That jab to up smash confirm is going to take the first stock, though, very reliably.
Yeah, actually, there's one thing I could say about Bill this set. I don't necessarily like his limit usage too much. It's like it's very smart is a thing, but it's just slightly mistimed. And as a result, he loses stocks that he could have.
Yeah, it's almost as though like he's I don't know, maybe he plays Wi-Fi a lot, but it looks like he's predicting rather than reacting for a lot of them. And the thing with limit moves is they come out so quickly. A lot of them can be reaction punishes. He's going to scoop Fox with the Blade Beam. Man, I always love seeing Clouds use Limit Blade Beam because it's like, on paper, it's a not great projectile, but then whenever somebody uses it right, it's like, it's cool. Ooh. Whoa! What an answer!
Wow.
Okay,
ZD was completely not expecting
that. Do you
that.
think ZD was like trying to trumpers thing?
I don't know. I think maybe he was just trying to get up, or I have no idea, but...
Yeah. No, because it looked like he was just hanging there, right?
Right.
Yet his invincibility ran out. I don't know if he picked an option or what, but that was pretty clever from Bill.
Right, covered everything. Even if that wasn't intended, it's like it covered so much.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I think at a certain point there was just nothing that ZD could do. Once he was on that ledge, he was dead. Well, he could have teched, but it's hard to tech him.
Well, it doesn't seem like thus far it's lowering ZD's momentum, considering he was making a huge comeback.
I think the FD pick is because he wants to be able to trap Cloud's landings a bit more consistently. Without platforms to retreat to, Cloud is going to struggle to get back down to stage, and Fox is no stranger to keeping characters in disadvantage. ZD with a sizable lead here. Now it is 60% and climbing. Content to hang back and just shoot lasers. I mean, there's not really anything pressuring him to approach. The limit charge is, of course, always a threat, but and in fact, if Cloud gets limit, that would be pretty scary for ZD. But I think it's more dangerous at this point for ZD to try to approach and get stuffed out than it is for him to just wait for Cloud to make his own mistakes.
Right. But ZD does like approaching.
That's true.
Fox is a very good character at it, so no faults there.
That, I'm pretty sure Bill was waiting for an air dodge to come through.
Yep.
But ZD maybe sniffed it out. That's some Cloud experience showing there. Did not give it to him.
Good
and, yeah, that was a nice bait too. You saw he ran in and then like he roared it, but he delayed it so that it didn't hit shield. He waited for Bill to try to punish and approach, and then he let it rip. That was a pretty smart bait.
I saw the startup animation of that forward smash. He did catch the roll, but again, just slightly off. And that's almost the sort of theme of this set. Bill is still making punishes and getting everything where it counts, but at the same time, he's just missing some of these things very slightly.
Just by a matter of frames. And I'm not sure if that's like,
ooh, clean stuff from ZD.
That was pretty clean. Yep. Just took that momentum, turned it into a stock.
Yep, 2 stock at that. So moving on to game 3. We'll see what Bill decides to do here.
But whenever you talk about like players just not quite being there, some of it's like technical clubs. Some players have it's a technical thing. Their fingers aren't pressing the right buttons. Sometimes it's a decision-making thing. I think we see this a lot, like making the right decisions at the right times. That can make that separates competent players from really good players, really strong decision-making. And I'm not sure which one Bill is really hurting for here, because his decision-making is fine for the most part. And it may be a reaction time, but at the same time, Fox has very narrow punish windows. So it's possible a combination of things. Like perhaps ZD is feinting vulnerability. We saw him do this to take the first stock of the second game. Feinting vulnerability to make Bill pull the trigger on some of these to put him at a disadvantage. That may sound kind of tinfoil hatty. But,
Not necessarily. I do know that there are some players who do very much put themselves in semi-disadvantageous positions in order to feign sort of vulnerable positions and then punish their opponent for it.
Yeah, just narrowly missing back air to keep himself safe, but ZD there narrowly missing an up smash, which would have maybe not taken the... it's down. It would have probably taken the stock.
Yep. A second up smash.
But we got Fox at kill percent, so that's scary.
All right. Just misses that. He does get the read on the correct option, just barely missing that landing back air. And he is solidly taking this percent lead by a lot, just a matter of not getting the confirms that he needs.
But, I mean, Bill seems to be still holding back. Like, he doesn't seem like he feels pressured to go in. And I think that's really smart, because if he gets limit with this much rage, Fox is at risk of dying, even though he's only at 57%.
Right.
I think Bill acknowledges that, and that's why he's not committing too hard. He's also got 4 minutes left on the clock, so no huge pressure. But now there is a pressure because he has dropped a stock.
Yeah, actually, so Ned, the Midwest Cloud, one thing that he said after he had made like some huge comeback was basically that he knows that Cloud is dumb. And Cloud is one of those characters that can make these huge comebacks.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That was just, he forgot he expended his jump. Didn't up B soon enough. But, still, like, taking a game from ZD is not, like, anything to be disappointed with, because he's a great player.
Yeah. That's still, you don't want to see a set end like that, especially the loser's side.
It's true, it's true. Like, for your tournament to end like that, that's got to bum you out,
Right. And especially sort of, again, a player of Bill's caliber, he probably definitely believes, okay, he could have taken it and possibly even made the run.
Well, I mean, yeah, and I agree with him. That was a competitive set. Like, Bill was keeping it even, and keeping it even with ZD. So, there is going to be sort of that, even though, like, there is no shame in the loss.
Yep.
There's going to be that tinge of regret because you came so close. And that's sort of the exquisite agony of tournament play.
C'est la vie, though. C'est la vie. Oh, hey, it's and Zephyr's in the chat. Hi, Zephyr.
What's going on, Zephyr? Do you have any thoughts on the match we just witnessed? We'll see that in like 30 seconds for chat updates.
And now we wait.
So it looks like we got ZD and Pink Fresh, Fox and Bayonetta. I actually really like watching this matchup. It's really explosive.
Yeah, I can see that. It absolutely is explosive. I guess it also sort of depends. Like, if the Fox doesn't necessarily know how to properly SDI the fair chains, then it can just be absolutely depressing because then they just die.
Yeah. But, I mean, at the same time, Fox has fair footstool.
Oh, Zephyr just says no.
Oh, well, I'm disappointed with that response.
Right, so am I. Zephyr has let down everyone here. We're sorry, viewers.
I bet Bill would have given a set analysis.
Right.
Anyway, we're going into the first game here.
All right, and we're going on town.
Is this a button check?
Or
no, like I saw ZD like do the 2 bears at the start of the game. It looked like a button check. But I guess this is a real game. No, yeah, 27% on the board. Bayonetta sitting comfortably at 0, but never count Fox out. Never count a good Fox out. He's always able to rack a ton of percent in a very short period of time.
Good stuff there.
Yeah, just racking percent with Bullet Climax. Wow, that was a good catch with
really
the down tilt. That was really well timed. I mean, you can tell he's probably labbed that to death, but it's paying off. 126% on Fox, and the Nair
Clean Nair
to contest the Firefox. Yeah, that was I mean, Fox doesn't have the greatest recovery in the world, but Firefox has a sort of obnoxious hitbox on it that makes it kind of difficult to contest sometimes.
Right.
So, knowing that he could contest it with Nair in such a way was really good presence of mind from Fresh. 63% on Bayo. Looked like ZD was trying to get cheeky there with that Rar Bear on the platform.
Oh. Oh my God! Pink!
Wow. Wow.
Goes
I mean,
deep
talk
for
about
that.
explosive, right?
Wow. He went all the way deep for that. He ensured, okay, well, you're going to go all the way down. I'm coming all the way down with you. I have the stock to spare.
He has the spot. Yeah, that's exact. I mean, like you. Whenever you see like a perfectly executed sequence like that, that was like you can't hate him for it, you know.
Right.
Shame about. I mean, I would have liked to see the situations where like Fox techs a million times and still recovers.
I'll
But
take the Jesus.
whenever like it was so unexpected that like you can't really blame ZD for dropping a tech.
Yeah, not at all. Especially because he did almost make it back as well.
Yeah, for real.
It was a really good angle that he made on that Firefox.
Yeah.
Oh no, and that's
it?
what I mean.
Oh my.
That is what I mean. If this Fox does not know how to properly SDI those fair strings, then the matchup can just look tragic.
And
the
sometimes
correct
it's-
way to do that, by the way, is upwards, if I recall correctly.
But I mean, sometimes it's not just about the SDI, right? Sometimes it's about what you expect.
Right.
Because I mean, you can convert into wow.
And that's
Second
it.
verse, same as the first. You know.
That is up.
Yeah.
There was actually, and I only know this because there was actually like a huge discussion about it just the other day, about like, oh, is it possible to SDI these fair strings and everything like that? And it turned out that you could indeed. You just had to SDI them up. I think Captain Zach was talking about it on Twitter. Because he was explaining why the Fox-Bayo matchup is not terrible for Fox. He's like, oh, if the Fox SDIs upwards, then they can actually escape it.
That's interesting, but like
So-
an SDI modifier on a single hit move, that's got to be hard to like.
You have to time it properly, but it is possible.
But yeah, that's going to be ZD out of the tournament, which is kind of. I mean, what was that? Losers semis?
I believe so.
So kind of early,
Yeah.
especially because this bracket was not like super huge.
Yeah. Ah, well,
It happens.
indeed it does. But yeah, basically for the people in the chat, so the idea is Captain Zach was sort of explaining that Fox Bayo could be close to even because basically Fox has an explosive punish game off of neutral and the ability to punish Bayo in her end lag super easily. Actually, now that I think about it, it's very interesting that Pink decided to let ZD go to FD, and that sort of tells what his confidence level was, because Bayos always ban FD, and if you sort of give them, if you give your opponent a flat stage, especially Fox, Fox has the ability to punish from very long ranges and punish super hard. So Pink was just completely confident that I guess he was going to take it regardless of stage, or he just didn't care and just like, all right, and dominant 2-stock.
I'm missing my car keys.
Do you?
I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, and also as Zach was explaining, once again, those fair strings, you have to SDI them upwards. And on top of that, it's like it really does have to do with how the neutral is played, because Fox does have, in many cases, better neutral tools. In my opinion, some people don't agree, but in my opinion, Fox does have better neutral tools than Bayo does. All right, awesome. So Yum found his keys. All right, now we're getting.
I must have been a fool. I left him. I must have left him on the counter.
No,
Fortunately,
fair
the kind people at Xanadu did not want to commit Grand Theft Auto tonight, so we're all fine. We're all dandy here.
All right, we have Siegel versus Dexter, Sonic versus Lucina,
Yeah, and
Siegel going with
vote for Boyo. Got to promote your boy, your Boyo.
no comment.
I think what like Pollo is Spanish for chicken, right?
Well, that Pollo is the sound that Kirby makes in the anime.
Oh, I see.
The Spanish Pollo is P-O-L-L-O.
I just finished watching Breaking Bad, so like,
El Pollo Romano.
yeah. Uh-huh.
All right.
So we've got, 5% on Lucina and mounting. Sequel making good use of Sonic's ground speed to just not give Lucina a break. Even though it is like paper cuts at the moment, he is able to use his speed really well to maybe call out Lucina's overextensions. Ooh, that was really weird actually. So
Yeah.
he spin dashed and he stopped like right in front of Lucina, which is like the easiest place to punish because she could have done anything. But I think because it was so unexpected, Dexter was maybe looking for something else.
Possibly.
But yeah, it looks like Seagull's like baiting right now. Like he's drifting just outside of Lucina's range and making her overextend in ways that are not super comfortable, and then punishing those.
Yep. He's been catching the landings like super perfectly.
I mean, no, this has been a very well-played game. Absolutely. Missing that back air, Dexter is able to sneak around the spring ride. Or, that wasn't the spring ride, no, that was just the up air follow-up.
Good spot dodge too.
And this is going to go on forever. This is a loop. Dexter delaying nicely, able to get around it. Using the spring to get just out of there, but actually Dexter like not chasing immediately, waiting to see sort of how he's going to come down before trying to punish. He's made some good adjustments that weren't really there in the first half of this game that are enabling him to sort of stay more more competitive, but you know, that back air is going to trade and unfortunately take his first stock. Still, with the knowledge that he's gained, you'll see he's playing more grounded. He's not really trying to hit Seagull in those awkward, like, just outside of his range situations.
Yeah, and on
that trade!
Wow.
That was really well timed.
Indeed.
It's really hard to call out spin dash with, like, just strong single hits. Because usually it just powers through him, but there, I guess, you know, it was outside of the... I'm not super clear on the specifics of the move, but I believe it has, like, a period of vulnerability, like, right after you let it go. Or not right after you let it go, but, like, there's a period after you let it go where it is vulnerable to things like that.
So, actually, one thing that... Good air dodge, wait. So one thing that I had been noticing in the first part of this game is that Seagull hadn't actually been hit very often for neutral losses. He'd been winning neutral pretty solidly, it's just that he gets hit in the air. And so when he doesn't choose to extend himself and get into the air, he typically is able to just keep this game completely in his control. Able to catch Dexter's landings pretty easily after making those neutral wins.
That's certainly a point. I mean, we see Dexter using Lucina's very broad aerial hitboxes in order to, well, I mean, we almost saw it there, if not for the spring, in order to punish Sonic after he's sort of used that escape option, the spring.
Good spin to back air, but that's not going to take it, not yet.
SDI coming in.
Oh, or will it?
Well, how about that? That was like a hair misspaced.
Yep.
Like just a few pixels closer, it would have magnet hands.
Yeah, very, very smart coverage from Seagull.
So, I mean, yeah, what we're seeing here is a classic dynamic. We have Lucina with more air superiority, Sonic with the ground superiority, and the game is sort of determined by who plays which area better, who is able to get themselves in their stronger situations better. But just as I start talking about how perhaps we'll see this matchup evolve, we have Seagull switching to Diddy Kong. I think this is a fine choice. I don't think Diddy Kong does any worse than Sonic against Lucina, possibly does better.
Oh my god.
As
Seagull laughing it off.
Well, see, no, that's an integral part of playing the matchup, in fact. Diddy Kong, it's in the rules that Diddy Kong has to kill himself before fighting.
Oh, I see, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's an edge case, but you know, I'm sure Dexter's happy about it.
It was actually a really goofy sort of thing, like, okay, he does the down throw and then goes for the monkey flip kick, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting, I've never seen this before, and then he just sort of falls to his death.
I mean, it was interesting until you saw that it was probably a misinput, judging by the SD.
Yep. Well, in either case, now we have, once again, this is Seagull's sort of area. He is dominating in the neutral.
And Diddy Kong able to lock you into neutral like nobody's business, especially with all the pressure that he's able to put on you with that banana trap, and all of his normals being, or not all of his normals, but many of his normals being pretty safe. Grounded, he's got down tilt, which is super safe. Jab in some situations even is safe. And in the air, back air, forward air, whatever you want. Whatever you want. Able to lock the opponent in neutral pretty well. And, you know, his escape options are not terribly lacking either. His recovery is pretty hard to intercept, meaning he doesn't struggle too much in disadvantage. He's also got Monkey Flip as a good mix-up whenever he's at disadvantage.
Yeah, good ideas sort of from them both. Dexter trying to go down and end the game pretty early with an edge guard, but after he misses that, sort of gets the regrab, and Seagull just turns with the down smash.
Double,
which is sufficient. All right, Dancing Blade. Seagull not expecting it all of these times. All right, solid stuff. And now this is Dexter's zone. If there's anything that I've seen from Dexter's play, it's that he's really solid on the ledge. Once you get back into neutral, though, then it can get a little bit more 50-50, but Dexter's pressure on the ledge is, I think,
well,
I guess one of the best in the region.
I mean, well, what he's able to do very well is, I mean, he doesn't overcommit at the ledge. He's able to keep his opponent at disadvantage super well. And with Diddy Kong, because Diddy Kong's not able to set up anything whenever he's trying to recover, it's a very, very good position to put him in. Because it means that, not only are you able to rack consistent percent, there's also no longer the risk of like Diddy Kong setting something up that is able to, you know, mess you up in any way. It's
All right.
sort of a risky neutral air. If he missed that forward smash would have come through.
Yeah, but that was also pretty smart of him.
Yeah, it's true. In a way.
It worked!
Wow. Okay. Admittedly, Seagull Joe SD. This is the first stock. If you think about it, that was incredibly dominant from Seagull Joe.
No, that is absolutely true, like, considering all of it. But, of course, it's like, after that first stock is taken, it's like, all right, well, can you take it all the way back? And Seagull was doing a very good job of sort of bringing it back, but Dexter managed to sort of press it as advantage and utilize that SD pretty well. So I will give him credit for that, of course.
Yeah, I think the roll at ledge was like, you know, I'm panicked. Sort of one of the panic options, and I think Dexter, like the reason he got that final kill is because he caught on to the fact that maybe Seagull was getting a little nervous. Not that he had any real reason to be, since he did so remarkably after dropping the first stock to an SD. But actually, Dexter looks like he knows something I don't know, because he's got 43% unanswered on Diddy Kong. Unanswered, as I say that, he gets 9%, but still, very good lead.
Yeah, now it looks like Dexter is able to stuff out all of Seagull's sort of attempted approaches now.
It certainly looks that way.
Good stuff. And again, back in his zone. Back in his zone.
Absolutely. Like taking him all across the world, to the left, to the right, wherever he wants to take him. Like this is a well-traveled chimp. That was a lie. Chimps don't have tails.
Ooh. Just barely, and then gets the punish and solidly ahead. Showing that SD or no SD, he can do this. And that's the thing, if Dexter is winning neutral, on top of his, again, amazing ledge pressure, then he's winning the game pretty solidly. Because it's like, all right, where else are you going to contest him?
I mean, yeah, that's true. But as we mentioned before, like Seagull Joe, that's his zone, right?
Right.
The neutral is his zone. And like, so Dexter's like, the real conundrum here is like Dexter has to get him in a disadvantageous position. And the only way to do that is to win neutral. And how do you win neutral against someone who plays neutral as conservatively and safely as Seagull Joe? Something that Dexter did really well in the first stock is his approaches were like, they were uncomfortable in tempo. And so Seagull Joe, like, we saw him sort of get like he was playing at a different pace than Dexter. Like Dexter was messing with Seagull's internal timing, and that enabled him to get, you know, some early percent and an early stock. He wasn't necessarily out neutraling him so much as he was using his own control of the neutral against him. Because if Seagull's playing the neutral in a certain way, he's got a certain rate that he wants to play at. And if you know that rate and know how to disrupt that rate, then you're able to put yourself at a pretty sizable advantage.
Very smart from Dexter. So he started just throwing the banana away, recognized like, okay, you know what? There's not too much I'm going to do with it, except in situations like that, but it's just like, all right, I'm just going to throw it up into the air. And that's typically the best move to do with
That's
a banana.
great because it takes it out of play, because Diddy Kong can't pull another banana if that one is active. And if it's behind you, now if he wants to control it again, he has to go
Good.
through you. That monkey flip called out with the forward smash.
Oh.
Dexter going to take game 3. I think this is this winners finals?
That's a fantastic question.
I mean,
have no idea.
it's clearly best of 5 because they're still sitting there, but, you know.
All right back to the Sonic. The Sonic had been working before.
Yeah, I mean, if it ain't broke.
Right. And Seagull going to one of his favorite stages, Lilat.
We'll see how this goes. So as mentioned earlier, Dexter in this matchup has air superiority, which I'm sure would make Star Fox seem very proud.
All right. Solid stuff here from Seagull, already getting a quick 40%.
Trapping all of the landings in the world. Dexter just struggling to get back on stage.
Yep, and the thing is, honestly, I think it's riskier for Lucina to try and sort of mix up timings and try and hit Sonic where he expects him to come in versus Diddy. Because, like, Diddy still has, Diddy has no intangibility. It's just, limbs. Extending hurt boxes in order to do this. Diddy's sort of dancing around. Diddy has an item. The item has item priority. As a result, it can be destroyed by swings of a sword or caught. Sonic, on the other hand, does have intangibility in spin dash, and so mistiming that could equal a huge punish. And especially because Sonic also has the ground speed to make up for any sort of disadvantage.
Certainly seems to be the case. It looks like Dexter's trying to play more in Sonic's wheelhouse, like more grounded, and using his disjoint. That was a nice tech. He teched the spring on the bottom side of Lilat so that he can stay alive and still recover. But he's using his, losing his Falchion in order to, space Sonic out. So that way Sonic's not able to punish him if he does something that is not, doesn't quite meet the mark. There we saw Seagull actually mess with Dexter's spacing and was able to get a punish as a result of that. But so long as Dexter spaces well, even on the ground,
that's it.
Yeah, just barely. Even on the ground, Lucina can compete. Or at least that's the idea. Seagull, is a very dominant presence. That's sort of that feels like, as said, as long as he can keep you in neutral, he's happy.
Yeah, and Dexter is, as long as Dexter can keep you in disadvantage.
Yeah, that's sort of the cool dynamic between these two players. It's like, we see Dexter keep Seagull in disadvantage for so long, but then, like, the rest of the game, he's just struggling to find a single opening.
Yep.
Seagull's playing, like, so defensively, and Dexter is, like, able to just oppress Sonic in disadvantage. Or, I mean, more specifically, oppress Seagull in disadvantage.
Good read on the air dodge for the quick forward there. All right, he's able to land far away. No confirm off of that.
Looks like Seagull's getting kind of, I don't know, maybe he's feeling himself, like, throwing out forward smash like that. That get-up attack, like, eventually he will lose his stock. And the noise we just heard, that was Sonic looking at Sonic Forces review scores.
All right. Good stuff from Dexter anyways. He didn't really take too much damage there.
Yeah, and, Lucina not the most combo-heavy character, but I feel like 65% is still pretty comfortable, considering Sonic's already close to 20. This could go either way, and we have to remember, anything Dexter figures out in this game, even if he loses, it can be used in the next one.
Right.
So he's still pretty advantaged here unless Seagull wants to go back to Diddy. All right, playing very safe. I think we see Seagull trying to call out shield because Dexter has been shielding a lot, like run up shield and that kind of thing. But just not quite spacing the grab correctly. And that is going to be an air dodge read. Yeah, you know, you saw it the moment it came out.
Yep.
He's going to air dodge. That's going to be an up air, and that's it.
Good stuff, Siegel.
Yeah, really smart presence of mind. It's those critical moments that I think really separate good players from great players, like knowing, okay, well, if I don't pull the trigger early on this, then I win. So clearly the only thing to do is to wait, right?
I wonder if that was a 50-50 actually, because I know that Siegel has been talking to the other Sonics, has been talking to Manny, and found that there is a true up air 50-50 for Sonic.
Really?
And I'm not entirely sure what percents that works at. It seems like that might be a little bit late, because I know for Kirby specifically it works around 80-ish.
Yeah.
So maybe Lucina works around 100, 110. I have no idea.
I mean, is it is it like up air to up air, or what's the 50-50?
I think it's like up throw or like spring to, yeah, I think it's like up throw spring or something like that. I don't know.
So we're going to town. I don't know how this stage, or who this stage really favors. It feels more like a neutral pick, you know? Not really appealing to the strengths or weaknesses of either, but more so giving them a nice neutral place to sort of settle their differences.
Right.
I think maybe Sonic might have a slight advantage here because he's got a lot of space to work with, and the low ceiling means he can kill off the top with up air sooner. But, you know, the platforms, it's in some ways, this stage is like FD plus, because for a lot of the time it is FD, meaning we're going to see Dexter controlling ground space whenever he can. Siegel's also
really
good at
upbeat.
doing that. So, yeah, I'm really not sure. The analysis committee is out on whether or not this stage it was a super fantastic counter pick, but with DSR in play, it's possible that it was the only one left.
Yeah, I didn't like that fair very much. I feel like somewhat aerials against Sonic, unless you have a good distance from him, are typically not going to get, especially while he's charging his spins.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, invincibility.
Ooh, that was a nice catch. He just runs up and grabs right whenever he knows he's going to land. Those trigonometry combos coming through from Sonic. And thus begins the war of attrition.
Ooh,
that is,
good
well, I
stuff.
say that, and then Siegel gets another crispy air dodge read.
This is like a contract that Sonic signed, like after they have to kill off the top, they have to go and do another spring and down air.
I mean, of course. That's
I swear it's everyone.
They're building a meter, right? It's an invisible meter. Sonic has an invisible meter mechanic that fills up every time you do spring into up air. Ooh! In fact, the future of the Sonic meta is just spring into up air for like the first 5 minutes of the game into like an up air that kills at 0.
Yep, sounds about right. All right.
Air dodging through the back air. Siegel himself at a huge advantage here, taking that first stock and then just racking percent as Dexter overextends.
All right, manages to get that fair.
I just take a moment to appreciate Siegel's spacing is really on point here. Like his aerial drift, like he drifts in and then drifts out just enough so that Dexter can't actually punish him. And that's really nice because once Dexter's expended an aerial, he can just run in and smack him for it.
That was so good. He sees that Dexter has a counter out, and he just sort of reacts, stops the spin dash, and goes for jabs.
I mean, like, Sonic's pretty versatile. He can do that. Spin dash is super low commitment because you have so many options during spin dash that like you're never like well, I mean, you are locked in, but you're never like super locked in to a spin dash, and that's what makes it such a powerful move in neutral. I'm barely gonna make it back, but almost an entire stock, and then an entire he's almost lapped in percent.
Right.
Dexter's not looking great.
It's looking pretty hopeless right now. I don't know. What would you do if you were Dexter in this situation?
I would, okay, so he's spin dashing a lot, right? What do I have that beats spin dash? Because counter doesn't beat it. Dancing Blade doesn't beat it. I guess you can trade with forward smash, but that takes immaculate timing.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you going to do? At a certain point, like if Seagull is able to use Spring for free after spin dashing, like get out of there for free, you've lost the game. Because like there's nothing you can do against a Sonic that can just run around. You've got to stop him from running around. To that end, I think a better pick would have been maybe Smashville, because at least then if Sonic wants to run around, you might be able to force him to ledge. And then he's in disadvantage. That's where Dexter shines. Might have been able to see some more crazy stuff happen.
Possibly. I do know that, so Zenodo did have a Cram School video on Sonic. And basically the idea is what you want to do is you sort of want to control center stage as much as possible. So instead of throwing out hitboxes or anything like that, you really want to bait. Oh boy.
That's true, and I think Dexter and well, anyway, we should talk about this game now.
Which is...
Corrin historically hasn't hated this matchup.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got pretty safe kill confirms. You got Bite, which is low commitment. Can be Witch Time, but it's also a projectile. You know,
Good stuff.
that was a really smart edge guard. But Corrin making it back.
Yeah, I think there he might have wanted to Witch Time more, but in either case, Pink is still controlling this very dominantly. Grabs the wrong way, both of them do, actually. Good wait! He waits for that spot dodge to come out, then he begins the Witch Twist.
Well, it's so threatening, right? You've got this like tall 6'7" woman barreling down on you. Like, I would spot dodge. I'd spot dodge in real life.
Good counter, but does not hit Bayo as a hitbox for Witch Twist. Does go up pretty high above her. Pretty high above her hurt box, that is. Good stuff. That does cover every single option if timed properly.
I really do like seeing Dexter go for that, just because it's so clean. Like whenever it works.
All right. Thus far, Pink with a good lead, but not
Could be turned
terribly
around.
far ahead.
I mean, wow, what was that? I'm sorry. That looked like back air, but
Yeah.
like in terms of how it repositioned, but I didn't see the wings come out, so I'm not sure.
I think it might have just been a back air trade.
Yeah, possibly. 81% on Corrin. Ooh! Wow! Wow! He didn't even need to air dodge that. I don't think Bayonetta had anything that was true from that setup.
Pink is just a really, really smart player. It's like, okay, so you don't see him very often at sort of bigger events these days or anything like that, but I assure you the man has not lost his touch. He is an extremely smart player, and when he's on, he is on.
I mean, traveling's expensive, and like, why go make $96 from a major when you can just win your local and make a profit?
Well, it's not even necessarily that. Pink is more so like he is sort of taking a break, and that's good for him.
So this is Pink on a break.
Indeed. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you should go to locals and stuff on a break. That's totally fine.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. More like a Smash Club than an actual tournament.
Exactly. But as we all know, Xanadu is the world's biggest super major.
I mean, of course. You know how many players have made their names at Xanadu? At least 3. I can think of Boss. Polio's like made his name from Xanadu, right?
Right. Good stuff. Okay, so I do like the switch to Marth. Marth is another character that Bayos typically don't like as much. Oh, good counter, but Pink is aware of it, waiting for it. Patient gets back. And actually, Dex is pretty far in the lead right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's been able to keep Bayo at arm's length, which is exactly where you want a woman like that. You know, one who can kill you at 0. And, you know, Dexter not going for any crazy smash attacks or anything, just playing this very safely. But, you know, the longer Bayonetta is alive, the more likely it is she can make sure you aren't anymore.
Yeah. And actually, that last... Ooh,
I
good
loved that.
jab
That was
up tilt.
beautiful.
And so is that. Good stuff from Pink.
Yep.
Quick conversion to even this right back up.
We'll see how long it remains even. That was nice. That was so he just shielded the heel slide kick and then was able to just punish it with Dancing Blade. Honestly, that sort of takes that option off the table because it's got such a reliable punish on it. Ooh, SDs to pop out of that, I believe.
Good.
SDIs rather.
Good stuff to Dexter. Because that could have been very bad.
Very bad. Yeah, you could have been taken off the side or the top in that situation.
Or, you know, just diagonally.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Both.
why not both?
Good weight from Pink. Sort of, sometimes just standing there doing nothing can be one of the best options. Because it's like, okay, people expect some sort of movement and they're trying to space around that, especially sword characters. So it's like, okay, what if I just do nothing at all? And then they whiff. And then they back up, and then all of a sudden you can get stage control.
It's I think part of it's like, you ever been in a sensory deprivation tank?
I have not.
Okay, I haven't either, but I hear it's really terrible. And to an extent, playing a neutral, where your objective is to give as little information as possible, it's like putting your opponent in a sensory deprivation tank. Because they want some kind of feedback to let them know that they're still playing. Like, wow, how about that? Punishes the that was getting a little greedy from Pink Fresh there.
Right.
But like they want some sort of feedback, right? You know, they need to feel something, and so as a result, they make silly decisions because like it's better than feeling nothing at all.
That's an interesting analogy. Yeah, that's a very interesting analogy. And also good on Dexter, he manages to shield a lot of these things. I wonder how much of this is just conditioning for Pink, because it's like, I don't think that he's been getting nearly as many grabs. So I wonder how much of this is just conditioning, like, okay, he goes in for the heel slides, gets shielded and punished. He goes in for the smash attacks. All right, not quite sure what the roll was for, but
There we another situation just like that. Heel slide into Dancing Blade punish. That's reliable damage, and it's the best kind of damage because it comes straight to you. It's like Amazon Prime damage. Good tech
chase
read.
with the Dancing Blade.
Had the same thought there. Ooh, that was kind of neat. Like it was just barely misspaced. Cross-ups on shield, using very quick witch twist to sort of get him out of that situation. That was nice. So, I mean, I think because of the size of that hitbox, pretty much every option would have been covered. The only thing that Dexter could have done there, which he didn't do, unfortunately, was like forward air him out of the smash attack charge, and you know, did not do that. Tried to go for a landing up air because that converts into like more of an advantageous position for Dexter. But yeah.
Good catch on the landing.
That is one application of heel slide kick that never goes out of fashion if you use it to catch landings, because you know it travels a long way and it's not slow either. It's you know, it's not considerably fast, but it's a good way to get somewhere if you need to go there and you know that they can't shield you. But I really like Dexter's use of Dancing Blade in this matchup particularly, because like especially because of Marth's Tipper. And the size of Bayonetta making Tipper like easier to land, he's able to get a lot of damage just off of doing something as simple as pressing side B 4 times in sequence, with good rhythm, of course. It looks like Pink Fresh is trying to fish for those. I mean, yeah, up tilt's a pretty good option. It's safe. It converts into a lot of crazy kills. Wow, that was the same situation we saw him lose the first stopping. He was coming down. Pink Fresh saw he was pretty much out of options. Decided to cover all of them with a forward smash. And Dexter just... He had 2 options there, and one of them I'm not sure would have worked. One of them, the one that I'm not sure would have worked, is fast falling and shielding. Timing may have been wrong. Pink Fresh may have been able to cover that completely, and you also might mess up the input. The other one, drifting into Pink Fresh, smacking him with a forward air. And in that situation, I'm not sure if Dexter had the time. 32% on Bayo, but 39 now. Not much of a lead, but it is something. This isn't super uncommon. We do see Dexter sort of win these initial exchanges, and then Pink Fresh is able to turn it around. But right now, well, I mean, don't want to say anything too soon. You know what they say about Bayonetta. You know,
No,
about her disadvantage.
It doesn't exist?
Yeah. That's roughly it. Her disadvantage is her advantage.
That was actually really clean there. He goes from pressuring his shield on one side to the quick cross-up.
Yeah, just waits out the witch time. I wouldn't call it a call-out, but, you know, he does wait it out. Dexter is playing pretty patiently. Very, that's very strong from him, not committing to anything too early. I don't think I've seen a single forward smash from him this entire set. That's sort of the kind of mindset that Dexter's approaching this with. He's like, I'm Marth. I got tipper tilts. I don't need to smash.
Yep. And that's been working super well for him. Meanwhile, it's like, so what I'm seeing from Pink is, it seems like a lot. Oh,
Wow,
my
that was
God.
kind of nifty, actually.
It really was. And honestly, I feel like this can get really frustrating too, because the idea is that Pink is using his tools so well in order to condition different things. So it's like, oh, okay, well, I can just grab you here, throw you, and it's like, okay, well, I don't want to be off stage against Bayonetta, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and do a jump on stage. Or it's like, okay, Pink decides, all right, I'm going to do all of these smash attacks. And it's like, okay, well, so you're expecting me to come up with shield or something like that. And so Pink gets to kill him in some of the most frustrating ways. But the thing is, it's not even coming from quote-unquote Bayonetta jank here. It's coming specifically from Pink just being a really, really smart player.
Having the presence of mind to pull the trigger at the exact right time, at the exact unexpected time, and you know, take the stocks when he does. And that's another thing that I think is really frustrating about, like, must be frustrating, because whenever Dexter like loses a stock, it usually feels like he's safe, right? He's not quite at kill percent, but because Pink Fresh is using like big smash attacks, just like that, you know, you feel safe in that situation, and then that comes through, and that ruins your day. And then you're like, man, I gotta go home with that in my memory. I have neurons that are now permanently dedicated to remembering that. That feels terrible.
That was maybe 5 different smash attacks or something like that.
Something
5
along
smash
those
attack
lines,
goals.
yeah.
That was actually really, really solid play from Pink. Oh, and another thing is sort of all of these witch times that he's doing upon landing. It's like he's just spamming it, but on the other hand, what that means is Dexter now often waits for every single time he gets a conversion.
And now now we can get places better, right? Now it's like you're scared to challenge my landings because I might witch time you. And now, well, now I can land for free. Now I can get stage control back. And, you know, you don't want Bayonetta to get stage control back. It's so hard to take it back from, like, once she has it. Yeah, and yeah, something really nice to see is that it wasn't just, you know, Bayonetta 0 to death thing. It was Pink Fresh committing to these really unexpected read mix-ups, kind of. You know, like, he was reading Dexter's options really well. And after that, you know, just using his character's kit. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say here, right? Yeah. Like, you're picking up what I'm putting down. What I'm trying to say is that Pink Fresh, good player.
Yes. Good player maximizing his character's tools.
Yeah.
All right, now we have Seagull versus Pink.
This has got to be Grands, right?
Yes, because Seagull did win on winners. Yes.
Yeah, so welcome to Grand Finals, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoy your stay.
Indeed. So, actually, Seagull probably won't go Sonic in this matchup because...
I don't blame him.
Yeah, over time, the Sonic Bayo matchup has become something that Sonic players despise. And Seagull here's...
I mean, we saw like Leo Saga recently. Seagull is really angry about Sonic Bayo. We saw Leo Saga recently. And, okay.
And Seagull and Pink trolling each other.
Yep.
Seagull frustrated that he can't, Bayo can pick pretty much any button and
Guys,
beat out his spin dash. And
you both play
Pink.
annoying characters.
Pig just looks at him as he says that Diddy is the most honest of any top tier.
That's true. That's actually true.
Oh.
I mean, so no, it doesn't sound true.
Rage down air. Actually, without rage down air.
That's yeah.
Kills at 44.
That's the point. But like, so does Ganondorf's down there, and he's bad.
I mean, yeah, but Diddy Kong has that, and he's good.
Yeah, that's always the trick, isn't it?
Indeed. Aye, there lies the rub.
But compare Diddy Kong to the other top tiers, right? Cloud steals games. He's a theft. He needs to go to prison. Bayonetta has witch time. Enough said on that. Fox has fair footstool. Who's the other top tier? Sheik. Sheik's pretty honest. Sheik's
Yeah.
probably the most
Sheik
honest
is the
top
most
tier.
honest top tier.
Let's be honest here.
All right, and moving right into that, we got Bayonetta versus Diddy. Good, catches the double jump there and immediately goes into the fair. Catches the, oh my god, he catches the recovery with the witch twist.
Wow.
Because Seagull doesn't actually have anywhere else to go.
So this is actually really good adaptation between sets for Pink Fresh, because Seagull Joe earlier, if I'm remembering correctly, was the one who put him in loser's bracket.
Oh, interesting.
So that he's able to, convert into such big plays early on shows I was thinking about this. You know, whenever I was out there fighting, gosh, who did he just fight? Sorry, I'm
Dexter?
blanking. Yeah, fighting Dexter. He's like, I'm thinking about you.
All right, heel slide. Good back air out of the shield for a quick punish. All right, and Seagull, despite losing that stock early, is still not out of this. He's still doing extremely solid. Again, Seagull being a very smart player in neutral. Plus, Diddy's neutral tools.
Yeah, and Seagull's great at maximizing them. Honestly, these two are a match made in heaven if heaven was deeply invested in your own personal suffering.
So, hell.
Oh no, Pink Fresh not like this.
Yep, bestie.
That's,
Well, it happens.
It does happen.
It happens to literally every Bayonetta.
Yep.
That's life sometimes.
Well, that's how they balance the character. They assume, what's
Balance
the
it
average
themselves.
SD rate? Whoa! I start speaking about down air killing. That was 40. That was 40. That was earlier than 44%.
Rage Diddy Kong. That down air.
Honest. The most honest top tier.
All right. Well, moving into game 2.
I honestly hate to see him go like that. That was such a close game until just Seagull was like, no. It looks like Pink Fresh is trying to respond with his own broken smash, Meteor Smash.
Yeah, and that was actually very smart of him. It just missed the timing there.
Missed timing, yeah.
All right. Just going to dance around a bit. Trips on the banana. Good down air conversion into the back air.
For sure. Seagull Joe has been doing that a lot. He's been popping out of Bayonetta's combos in really awkward positionings, and sometimes he's able to punish Bayonetta for overextending on a combo as a result of that. I'm not sure if that's Seagull labbing SDI a lot or what, but it's working for him. Certainly is.
Ooh.
Wow.
Dangerous position, though. Actually, I have no idea if Diddy can just stand under Bayo's forward smash. I know that a good number of small characters can, but I'm not sure if Diddy is small enough. He might be.
Could be.
In either case, good banana conversion into the up smash.
Absolutely. That was just a straight. I mean, that was a pretty nice aerial conversion there. But I want to go back to banana conversion. That was so against Dexter. We saw Pink Fresh committing to what I would call pretty hard reads. They covered a lot of options, but they're still hard reads because they're smash attacks, and those are commitments. No matter which way you slice it. On Bayonetta, a smash attack is a commitment.
Right.
Seagull Joe plays so elusively. He plays so non-committally that Pink Fresh can't really get away with doing those kinds of things because, Seagull Joe, I haven't committed to anything yet. I'm not going to walk headfirst into this one.
Good charge on it, too.
I can just wait it out and then hit you for it. And that takes off one of, something that Pink Fresh loves to do, he can't do anymore. And that makes Pink Fresh very sad. You can't play well when you're sad.
What?
Okay, Pink Fresh loves covering options with smash attacks. He loves committing to smash attacks to cover a lot of options. Seagull Joe is like, I hate that. I think that's stupid. And so he doesn't let him do it. And now, like, Pink Fresh isn't able to do it, and that makes him sad. And so as a
So
result,
I heard what you said the first time, but what?
well, like, it's player psychology, right? Like, we talk about this game in terms of frame data and statistics and matchups and tiers, but really it comes down to player versus player. And so what we're seeing here between these two right now is it's really Seagull Joe telling Pink Fresh to stop being happy.
Enough of your joy. I can't. All right, well, moving right back into this, we have a pretty even game right now. Good quick conversion coming out from Pink. Pushing him just a little bit further ahead. Very smart here, sort of playing around the distance of the banana, which is how you play the Diddy matchup.
That's absolutely true. You'll notice that Pink Fresh is sort of keying in on the way that Seagull Joe likes to DI his combos. And so like he goes for more horizontal conversions. Like we saw out of an afterburner kick, he went for a nair instead of like another ABK because
Right.
that's more horizontal. And he's able to guarantee more damage that way. That's something that Pink Fresh really needs to focus on here because Diddy Kong is not going to let you get that damage for free. So if you find an opening, you've got to maximize it. Seagull Joe up 2 games here, but Pink Fresh finally finding a lead, 69%, 79%. Only 8% on Diddy Kong. Let's see how much extra credit Pink Fresh is able to squeeze out. It's vital that he's, you know, able to keep himself alive in this, because if he drops this game, that's it. He's lost the tournament. He's so, you know, like you're so close at this point. Like it'd be a shame to lose to just some monkey goober throws bananas at you all day and doesn't care.
All right.
105% playing confidently though. Still playing confidently, not too scared. That witch time is going to be hard punished. Wow. Yeah. I mean, people complain about witch time and they have every right to, but it is still just a counter at the end of the day. So you deal with it like you deal with a counter.
Right.
Okay. Down air, or down throw into, not really much. It was 2%, but not a huge conversion. I think he probably, like, at this percent, it's like, it wouldn't really convert to a kill anyway, so just go for the guaranteed thing.
Yep. Smart from Seagull, delaying his recovery.
That
just a
grab
bit.
is going to disadvantage Diddy. He's going to air dodge past. Oh, that was actually kind of, if Seagull didn't have the presence of mind to air dodge that, that would have been a really nice play from Fresh, because he canceled the bullet climax into the drop zone nair. Is that? No, not quite. That may have been it, though, if he pulled the trigger on the up smash. It's Town, and look at the rage.
Yeah. Actually, I think in the player cam you see Seagull sort of reel back just a bit because after he did that forward tilt, I'm pretty sure that was not. I think that was supposed to be a forward smash there.
Well, I
just
mean,
a miss input.
Seagull dropping the first game of the set. Pink Fresh, you know, snatching victory from the monkey hands of defeat. The monkey's paw.
Quick response to Takeoff sub mode in the chat. ZD was not sandbagging, and he is also not washed.
Yeah, absolutely not. ZD's still a super remarkable player. But
Right.
anyhow.
Double witch time on the way down.
I mean, sometimes you have to. We talk about conditioning, right? You know, Pink Fresh conditioning. Maybe don't mess with me when I'm coming down next time. Seagull does like to trap landings, after all.
Right. And I guess at low percents like that, where you're not going to die for it, it can be smart to say, all right, well, let me do this early on so I can get that into their heads.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, okay, so you're coming down, right? Diddy Kong's got a banana in hand. You're coming down, and you're like, don't trap my landing, please. So Diddy just stands there, and he holds his banana. And you're coming down, and you're like, please don't trap my landing. And he's just holding his banana. And then you land, and he's still holding his banana. And you're like, well, what the? And then you get hit by the banana.
That is indeed true. It's not necessarily like sword characters, I guess.
So it's like, I don't know how much mileage Pink Fresh is actually getting out of those landing witch times, just because Seagull's going to do the same thing either way. He's just going to wait.
Yep, that is true.
Is this it? Okay, so it was smart to not pull the trigger on the up air immediately, but Seagull did air dodge, and it looked like Pink Fresh did not cover the air dodge.
Right.
So, you know.
Right now, in either case, Seagull is making a run here.
Yeah, I mean, Pink is not out of it by any stretch, but it's going to be tough, especially because Bayonetta does die pretty early to Diddy Kong's confirms.
Yep. And right now, it's just like Seagull is taking it and running with it, already lapped in percent.
Ooh, that was kind of neat. That was, he just bopped his shield and was like, you're going to jump out of this, and so he hit him with the big fist.
Yep. And that would have been really good if it actually had killed.
If it killed,
but,
does that have a sour spot on it?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's, you know, it's sending it like not quite. I don't know. It looks a little weaker than I remember. So it feels like maybe he's just not quite hitting a. But yeah, I don't recall it having a sour spot either. One way or another, Pink Fresh is able to take the first stock of the game, 116%. Diddy Kong sitting at 32, and in disadvantage. So pretty scary stuff. Oh, why would you go into the air? Oh, it's so scary because now he's got to get back to the stage, and Diddy Kong's got a banana. He's going to get hit by the banana.
But Seagull throws the banana a little bit early, and so now...
Actually, Pink's controlling it now. That's Oh, that's hugely advantageous for Pink, because if you're able to control banana, what can Diddy Kong do? He can't trap your landings anymore. He can do a heck of a lot of other stuff, but at least that option is taken off the board. That is going to be a conversion. Back air, 85% on Diddy Kong. An edge guard situation.
Good
The witch
reverse
twist is going to set up for an edge guard, but he's going to make it back. Maybe a misspacing on the neutral air, and punishing that ABK on shield with an up air.
That should be it.
Forward throw is gonna...
Oh, but it's not.
Not quite. I mean, that with combination of really good DI and maybe the blast zone's on. Oh, this is not great. He tries to go for the down air, and it all...
Good
down air!
stuff! Wow, very solid from Pink, making that comeback from the depths of hell. And Bayonetta's down air being an extremely strong move, plus with Raid.
Just, I mean, I don't know, like...
Just the amount of times he escaped death there. Like, okay, I'm going to fall onto the stage, and nope, I'm going to do the witch twist upwards. It's like, okay, you're going to fall into the platform, and nope, I'm going to come down with the down air. I'm going to end this stock.
That's, I mean, like, that was the perfect moment to pull the trigger on that. And it wasn't like, it wasn't guaranteed either, because if let's say Seagull Joe teched in, that's an up smash. That's a dead Bayo. I mean, it might not be. The hitbox might actually cover behind her. I'm not sure. But either way, it's still a commitment, right?
Yep.
So we've got a Game 5 situation here in this first set of Grand Finals. Pink Fresh gunning to make this a bracket reset. We'll see if he can do just that.
So the funny thing I want to mention is actually that Pink has not taken, I guess, has not taken Seagull off the top at unfair percents.
Yeah,
he has not killed him with Witch Time. He has been making these comebacks.
Honestly.
It's well, like, relatively honestly, if you consider the strength of Bayonetta's there.
Well,
however, pretty honestly all the same.
Relatively honestly for how this character usually operates, right? But, yeah, and now suddenly Pink Fresh, an enormous lead. 109%. The fair, first to the fair confirm, and the forward smash is going to take the first stock, only 26% on Pink Fresh.
Yep, and Seagull
controlling
back.
banana too. That's really important because now that he has banana, Seagull can't control his banana, can't trap his landings as easily. This is going to be huge. Waits out the air dodge, but not able to scoop him up with the witch twist. Back to neutral. But again, like we see Pink Fresh going for more banana control, trying to make sure that Diddy Kong can't use it against him. Wow, just all of the option coverage there. That was Nair into an ABK, catches the air dodge. There was nothing he could do. That was a frame trap.
Oh my
And the get-up attack.
God.
That entire game was momentum. That entire game was Pink Fresh just being like, I am in your head. I know exactly what you're going to do.
Oh my God.
And I mean, just like that, he resets the bracket on him. This is an entirely new best of 5. And playing like that, Pink Fresh can absolutely take this tournament.
Man, that was rough, and definitely Seagull's going to take a moment to think about this because it's like he was controlling the pace so much in those first couple of games. That was a reverse 3-0 there.
Yep. and I mean, Pink Fresh just adapted really well. And I think one of the cornerstones of that adaptation is understanding that Diddy's banana gives him such huge advantage on Bayonetta because it prevents her from doing, you know, the nice conditioning things that we saw Pink Fresh want to do. If Diddy controls banana, then Bayonetta isn't really as at liberty to do them. So if he's able to take that ability away from Diddy, well, now suddenly you've got all of these options that you didn't previously have that you can now exploit. And not only is that good from, like, well, having more options is always good, it's also good from, like, these are not stale options. Seagull Joe isn't used to Pink Fresh being able to get away with these options, and as a result, it's putting him in an uncomfortable situation. I say all of this, Seagull Joe seems to be, you know, making adaptations of his own. 128% on Bayonetta.
Yeah, that down tilt F smash was not going to connect. While he's already by the ledge, that makes it so that Diddy does have to extend a little bit further for this confirmed. Yeah, this wasn't going to happen. And now Pink gets his chance to start making something happen. Good SDI downwards from Seagull.
One thing I will say, I think the main reason that Pink Fresh just isn't able to take Diddy off the top is credit to Seagull's really good SDI. He knows how to deal with these Bayonetta combos. And
stuff. Oh, man. And I can see... Yeah, I can see how this is, like, really frustrating, right? Because it's like Seagull is winning neutral a lot, but then the thing is, Pink Fresh, he wins neutral and then he takes it all the way. And it's like, those are both attributes of each of their characters. Neither, I would say, less inherently fair than the other, as everyone sort of has the same choice on the character select screen.
that's true.
But it's like, at the same time, sort of taking that punish-heavy approach, I can see how it feels really frustrating for a character like Diddy, where it's like, okay, you're getting your hits one at a time, even if you're vortexing your
Pink Fresh
your
has
opponent.
got momentum right now. He is trying to take Diddy Kong to the grave. 99%, 105, double ABK, another down air! Oh my gosh!
No!
That second stock obliterated. Just annihilated. It doesn't exist anymore. What second stock?
That was so good. Oh man, Pink is trying to make, like, he's sort of literally trying to make clips out of how he takes these stocks.
That was a Giphy Cat.
Oh my god. Yeah, if anything, I really do feel like Seagull needs to take maybe just a little bit of more of a moment, because it's like, it's not that he can't do this.
Absolutely not. I mean, we saw him do this. The first two games were incredibly heavily in his favor. The first set he played against Pink Fresh at this tournament, incredibly in his favor. So it's well within his ability. He just needs to, like, find a way to avoid being put in those really snowball-heavy situations that Pink Fresh loves putting him in. 100% on the board right now. Banana confirmed a forward smash. Gonna take that first stock. And maybe this was just what the doctor ordered, because Seagull's sitting pretty.
All right.
Monkey flipping to get back on stage. I really like that. He didn't pick anything too aggressive. He just, I need to get my jumps back. So, you know, smart decision making there.
Good stuff, catching that landing.
That bats within, like, the first bear, sure, he lets it hit him. The second bear, never. It's always bats within. Okay, that hard read is going to be hard punished. He did get like 1% off of the bullets though.
Yeah.
So
The thing about Bayonetta, it's like sometimes it's like, all right, you whip your smash stack. Sometimes you can still get a bit of damage.
fair.
No, nair.
And speaking of fair,
That was a nair.
yeah, that was in fact an air.
Oh,
That would have been cool. I'm not sure if it would have killed though.
who knows? Probably not. But it could have set up an
It could have
edge
set up,
guard
yeah, because
situation.
if he had expended a second jump, for instance, now he had no choice but to barrels back.
Right.
And Bayonetta's got some big hitboxes. I don't know if you've heard the news about those, but they're pretty big.
All right, good SDI downwards from Seagull. And actually, that's sort of the thing here. It doesn't seem like Pink is covering that SDI down.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's probably tricky.
Oh, for sure.
Just because it's awkward. It pops him out beneath you, and it's like you don't.
Oh,
Well, well, well. What did we like? What were we talking about whenever this set began? Pink Fresh loves covering lots of options with smash attacks.
Right.
Seagull initially was not letting him do that, and that was making Pink Fresh very unhappy. But then Pink Fresh
no.
found a way to make himself happy. And so
Indeed.
now he's happy again.
But oh no, now the Sonic kick comes out. That's one of the most brutal things because it's like if you can, yep, if you can just remove your opponent's faith in their character does best.
That's a rough sign, you know? I mean, admittedly, there is something to be said for, like, I play this character. I have the utmost faith in this character. Maybe, like, what I think is happening here is that Seagull Joe is making a concession that Diddy Kong is just his secondary. Sonic is his real main. It's who he feels most comfortable with. If I can do this at all, it'll have to be with Sonic. I think that's what he's saying right now. Sonic's counterplay, I think, is a little less obvious than Diddy Kong. Like, something we saw really good from Pink Fresh was that he started to control Banana more, which is the obvious Diddy counterplay. Sonic's is a little less obvious because, you know, he has a lot of options even out of Spin Dash.
Well, to be fair, the thing about Sonic counterplay is being Bayonetta is a pretty good start. Because the thing is, here's the thing, Sonic is most vulnerable in the air, trying to land, and Bayonetta has some of her best moves in the air. She can cover a lot of space, and huge hitboxes are something that Sonic doesn't particularly like. It doesn't allow him to land as easily, and it doesn't allow him to sort of control the ground as easily with Spin Dash. Then, on top of that, you have Witch Time, which basically says, okay, you see that move that you use to spin into everyone else? If you spin into me at the wrong time, I'm going to kill you for it. It's not like a mark counter or anything like that. You're going to die here and now.
It takes an option, a really powerful option that Sonic has completely off the table. And let me tell you, you know, if Pink Fresh was unhappy because he couldn't forward smash, Seagull's unhappy because he can't spin dash. Good backer, going to take the first stock. 79% is pretty reasonable lead, I'd say. But sometimes, and this is going to get a little anime for a second, sometimes the most important thing is belief. Belief in your character. And I think that's what we see coming through here. Seagull believes in Sonic. Sonic is dead. Well, it was short-lived, but, you know, even the greatest of hopes.
Pretty much. If you believe in yourself, you'll, well, you know.
Even
I mean, Rock Lee did get his legs.
the strongest of hopes fade over time, and it's better to have hoped and gotten taken off the top by a Bayonetta combo than to feel no hope.
And here we go. So again, Bayonetta's up air is also really good because like one of Sonic's only options sort of is to air dodge down and mix that up. But the thing is, Bayonetta's aerials have have such low end lag that she can actually frame trap with them on her.
Okay.
Single hit witch twist.
Well,
That is
hello.
it. The first one off the top.
That
Oh,
was dishonest, I will admit. That was a bit dishonest.
that was.
But Pink Fresh had been working honestly for the entire set. He deserves at least one.
Indeed.
You know, you picked this character for a reason.
He saved up.
Yeah,
He saved up.
He was charging his meter the entire time, like the dishonesty meter was going up and up and up, and then finally it fills up at the last minute. Not really the last minute; it was only game 3, but still.
Yeah, and honestly, the thing is, and I do want to say that that was actually just really good Bayonetta play. Like, lots of people like to say, all right, Bayonetta, this, that, the other thing, boring, etc.
You know,
that was some of the most interesting, most flashy Bayonetta play I've seen. I appreciated that a lot.
Absolutely. Like, even the finishing combo, I'm not too mad about, even though it was some dishonesty. It was flashy. It was cool. He'd been working the whole game for it, the whole set for it. It's like, you know, cut him a break. It's your character, right?
Exactly.
Your character can be your character like 20% of the time, and it's no issue.
And you shouldn't have to feel bad about your character being your character.
That's true. I mean, everyone can pick her if you have $5.99 anyway. I mean, you bought the game for $60. You bought the system for like $300. It's not like $6 is gonna set you back too bad.
Indeed. All right, but ladies and gentlemen, we do appreciate you tuning in to yet another Xanadu. It's been fantastic. It's been good commentating
It's been
with
a
you.
pleasure commentating with you. There's
got
fun
to see
grands.
some good matches, despite it being like a little bit slow today. It's because it's rainy for the record,
Yep.
so that's why a
Got
good
the
amount of
raincoat,
people aren't
as you
here.
can see. I'm
But
modeling it.
have the MD people coming out, and we still got good matches going in pretty much all of top 8. So we thank you guys for watching, and yeah,
Yeah,
see
I'm
you next
Yum,
time.
and that's RK.
Oh, you can follow me there. Yeah. I'm so
yeah.
bad at pointing to these invincible boxes. No. Anyways, you can follow me at TNG_RK, and you can follow Yum at.
Applewood Game. That's not actually me, but I'm making a video game. You can read all about it there, please, and play it. There's a playable demo. Applewoodgame.com. Go there. Thank you very much.
All right. See you guys next time.